guys hear me okay, correct?
Can you hear me?
Guys, let me see, check and see if I'm live. Okay, we are live. Tanya, say something again.
Hi,
Okay. Yep.
can you hear me? Okay, good.
Yep. Let's share the link. Share the link. And Teresa, you okay? Why Teresa not center? I don't know. You was center before. Y-
We
Let me start share the link right now. Hold on. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Today, I think this is the day I'm gonna laugh so hard because I know Teresa face go turn red, green, and gold. Dope Queen, Bevsy, all of y'all. It's gonna be behave, behave, behave is Nikki. You're ready to broke out, not you? Paul Elliott is in the room. Paul Elliott. You guys not hearing me loud?
I can't hear you now.
Okay. Hey, Paul Elliott out of the UK. Big yourself up, Paul. Thank you for joining us. Did you see last night when I played Managallis and I called out Paul Elliott name? I hope Paul didn't get into trouble. But it was so funny. It was really nice and jiggy and cool. Huh? Really? What they had? What days today? You said Trinidad Day? Really? No, I'm not hearing an echo. Everything is good. Yeah. Oh, I know that part. Yeah. You're telling me? Ah. Nah. Not me. Not me, baby love. Not the party animal at all. Bev, why are you shaking your head? What's going on? Oh, okay.
True fact, can you still see me?
Hold on, dear. Something just happened. Let me find out why I am not seeing you at this point. Just give me a few minutes. Yeah, hold on. Let me find out why I'm not seeing you. Cause something just pop up here, so I gotta try and see why. Yep. Guys, top of the good morning. I see you guys are coming in. Just go and share the page until let me figure out what happened here. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Don't
think I'm
ask me
better.
what happened. Something just
What
disappeared.
happened?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just disappeared. All right, DJ Rudy, big up yourself. Thank you, DJ Rudy, big up yourself, bro. DJ Rudy, the reason why you're not seeing me at your show is my schedule changed, so it's just crazy. Um, it's hard to definitely come by and things. All right, but I do have you in my prayers, and as soon as I get a chance, I'll be definitely there. All right, starting. I'm still. Let me get to the question. I have a trivia question, and I need you guys to start off breaking the ice here until we have 11 people. So keep sharing. I have a trivia question, and I want you guys to participate in it because it's crazy. Now, the trivia question is on Bob Marley. All right, everybody in the room know Bob Marley, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No, no, I
Oh,
don't.
Jade, Bob Marley is a reggae icon from Jamaica. All right, tilt down a little bit, Jade. He's a reggae icon from Jamaica. Now, what age? Because I know the Google gonna kick in now. What age did Bob Marley got married to Rita Marley?
Maybe 14,
No.
probably.
Keep going. Keep going. 60 what, Bev? How? No, no. I never asked what year. What? How old was Rita when she got married to Bob Marley? Sorry.
You said how old was
No, no,
Bob?
no, 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 no. Okay, stop. I made a mistake. What age, right? Rita was when Bob Marley married her. What age? Hmm?
I didn't know that.
Well,
No. Come again.
I think 19.
Uh-uh. Bob Marley married to Rita Marley when she was 21 years old.
Thought it was
Huh?
19. I thought
No,
it's
21.
19.
21. 21. At that age of 21, she had two kids before then. Huh? No, no, no. The two kids was not Bob Marley. So he picked her up with two kids. She was 21 years old when they got married. Now, hold on now. So Bob Marley, um, Bob Marley mother, I think when she had Bob Marley, I think she was 19 and I think the father was 60 years old. Yeah, yeah. Look it up, cause you miss Google. All right. And he was what? I think he was a captain of Nova Scotia, something. He was a British naval captain. Yeah, a British naval captain. That's Bob Marley's father. It was a white guy, a British Navy captain. All right. So Bob Marley had moved to England and lived with his father after his mother died 10 years later. His mother died late, I think when she was 69 or something like that. And Bob Marley moved to England, lived with his father, and I think his father, let me see, father married. Yeah, I think the father had two girls with Bob Marley make a son. Yep. Another thing I want to ask. Let me see. How many kids did Bob Marley have?
Countless.
No, we're talking the kids them that is being recognized and is getting money from off his estate right now.
Um,
When Bob Marley died, hundreds of white ladies saying their kid was his. And of course, the estate went through all those DNA testing of all those female that said the kids was his. So, you know, nope. Keep going.
Or 21.
He has 7 baby mothers.
7.
7 baby mothers Bob Marley had. Uh, the only record, huh? Baby mother, baby mama. He got 7 baby
I
mamas
used to how many kids?
that they recognize. 11 kids they recognize.
This saying
No,
12
no. They
kids.
can say 12, whatever. Is 11. Is 11 that is getting money from off the estate. So it's 11 kids that recognize. Okay, what age Bob Marley died? Anybody remember what age he died?
38.
No. No.
38.
You guys suck. No.
Well, we're not supposed to prepare for these questions. No. Some of us were not.
No, it's a trivia. It's a trivia. He died at
I'm
the age
staring
of
here like a
he died at the
zombie.
age of 36. 36, yes.
36.
36.
36, okay.
One more. Did you guys know that Rita Marley, Bob Marley's wife, she's not Jamaican?
I know that. I read that.
She's from Cuba.
Cuba.
She's from Cuba. Yep. And she moved to, I think Rita moved to Jamaica when she was 3 months old, but she was born in Cuba. And she moved to Jamaica in 3 months after her parents moved to Jamaica. So her birth certificate say, huh? At that time?
At the time.
Okay, hold on. You anybody remember when Bob Marley was in Madison Square when he had to perform in Madison Square Garden in 1980? Get
I was,
Liz,
I
Liz,
wasn't born
Liz, Liz, you're gonna shock with
yet.
this. Bob Marley bodyguard when he was in Madison Square Gardens was the Gambino crime family. The Gambino crime family in
The
New
drug
York was
dealers.
Bob Marley top bodyguard that night. No police, no other bodyguard. It was the Gambinos was his bodyguard throughout the Madison Square Gardens that whole week. The Gambino crime family. Yep. Yep. Bob Marley failed assassination bullet, and yeah, after he was shot, anywhere he goes, the crime family, Gambino crime family in New York City was his bodyguard. After he attempted, Bob Marley did not trust Jamaicans after that. That's why, because remember, when Bob Marley was in Jamaica, nobody really recognized Bob Marley. When Bob Marley overseas, that's when people recognize Bob Marley. That's why he pay a lot of attention more and less to Jamaican. And then when came to Jamaica and they shot him, he paid more or less attention to Jamaica. You understand? Because he didn't trust a lot of Jamaicans around him. Bob Marley didn't have a lot of Jamaicans around him. Only who he grew up with and who he felt close to, he kept around his presence. So a lot of time you see guys that jump up, me know Bob Marley and this and that and that. They just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be recognized or to be saying that, yeah. If I go to a stage show and I see Bob Marley, yeah, I seen him. I was with Bob Marley in 1962. I did a concert at his concert, you know. All right. So now back to that. That's the trivia question. Come on, guys, share. We only got 20 in the room. I want this thing to go up. All right. So my first question that I want to ask, because I'm loving what I have prepared here. All right. Jealousy, especially in a relationship. Do you think jealousy is derived from insecurity, ladies. Talk to me. I like that. Okay. Nikki answer yes. Let's go to Miss Maguire. Talk to me, love.
Ngone. Ngone.
I didn't hear you quite well. Didn't hear quite well. We all got to speak up louder. Come, talk to me now, Miss Maguire. Jealousy becomes insecurity, turn into insecurity. Hmm. All right. Liz, talk to me. Talk to me, mamita. Uh-oh. She get ready now. Uh-huh. Are you serious? Wow.
True.
Liz, I did it because you were 9 months pregnant and I was horny.
What does being pregnant have to do with?
That, that's a tricky. That's a tricky. That's tricky. The gut feelings. Wow, somebody cheating on you, Liz. Wow. All right, Dope Queen, talk to me. What do you say? What do you have to say about that?
Um. Well, I think I don't know. I have my own way of looking at these things. I actually think the world would be better if people understood that one person isn't enough for person. Like especially men. Like men can't really have one woman. So if you're going to be in a relationship, is something I think you should need to put into consideration that anything can happen. I actually wish people could be, more honest about it.
So
If you feel you need to, sort of like be in open relationships kind of setups. This thing of, taking people and putting rings on them and claiming them, it only, leads to other things like you always get, disappointed in the end. So rather know that, the minute you step into a relationship, you need to know that you can't guarantee that that person is going to be loyal to you until the day you die.
I tend to disagree. They're saying that guys, you need to turn the volume up in the room. Guys, speak a little bit louder because of the
Yeah,
different,
she can't.
settings that I have to go through. Um, so Dope Queen, you are saying to me, if you have a boyfriend, you have a sidekick. So if the boyfriend fall off the grid, you already have a sidekick, so it's not gonna hit you that bad. That's what you're saying.
Not in that sense. I mean, like when you get together, I think you just need to be more open, about how you feel. There is no way you're going to tell me, yes, you like me, but you are not going to be loyal to me. At some point, you're going to want to be with someone else, even if it's for one night or a week or whatever. So if people could actually be like more open about, how they feel and, at least be honest rather than a person finding out that, all this time you've been saying, you're loyal to me, but you've been doing something else. It hurts even more when the person assures you that they're going to be loyal and then in the end you find out that they're cheating or something.
Okay. It hurt anyway, right? All right. Hold on now. Bev C, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. So Bev C,
Jealousy,
you right
cheating.
there.
I don't know,
You didn't know
someone
what we're talking about.
someone changed it into cheating.
The the question brings,
It was
if
jealous and
jealousy strive from insecurity. Thank you. I am not a jealous man. Trust me.
but at the end of the day, I also think like if a person is not jealous of you, then maybe they're not really into you. They have to show some sort of jealousy. So yeah, just so you're sure, like what they tell you when they say they love you, they really mean it. If you don't see any signs of jealousy, then I don't know, you playing
All right,
around.
all right. Hold on. Let me break it down with me. I am not a jealous person. I love to show off with my girl, whosoever I'm with. I like to show off on a guy. That's mine. Just take a look at it, and that's all you're gonna see. Just us walking together and whatever. That's mine. You understand? So I'm the type of guy I don't like. Oh, don't talk to this person. Oh, don't talk to them. No, I like to show off on my property. I'm not saying my property like that. I'm just saying I like to show off on my girl with other guys. You know what I'm saying? When they look, they drool. That's me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not jealous now. The reason I may have an attitude and step to a guy, if I'm taking her out, I go into a club, a pub, or whatever, everybody know that she's mine because when I leave the house, we walk hands in hand. Always hold my girlfriend hands. That's a plus. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows. Hold on, everybody know that's his girlfriend right there. So if I walk into a club with her and I said, "What do you want to drink, hon?" Da 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 da. She said, "I want to drink this." And I go to the bar, and when I come back, I seen a guy try to smooch a number from her because I'm not in the present. Then I would step to the guy and like, What's up?" Because I know you saw us walk in. So what's the problem? That's the time I'll step to a guy and say, "Yo, back off, man, move." But otherwise, jealous? No, I show off on my with my girl with guys. So I don't run that jealousy thing because I'm not insecure. If I'm with somebody, I'm not insecure. And anytime I'm insecure, I'm out. So I don't do this insecurity nonsense. I'm secure with whosoever I'm with. Okay, Jade, let me hear you.
That's true. Okay, yes. I think jealousy derived from insecurity. And it's bad to go shake the damn apple tree. It will fall. So you just don't go around digging for stuff. You will find stuff. And as you grow older, you know, you get to understand what's the meaning of jealousy and why are you insecure? I know I am not insecure. I'm not going to say I'm not jealous, but I'm not insecure and I'm not jealous to the extent that I will go out and fight and do stuff like that. So I'm being honest. Of course, a little bit of jealousy, yeah, but I'm not insecure.
Wow. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Bev, you're not centered now. I don't know. You just moved to one side. Yeah. All right, Phyllis. I'm trying not to so that you can lip read me. All right. Now, no. Phyllis, she have to lip read and stuff like she'll hear, but she's hear music, but she more lip read like things like this. Yeah. All right. Now, in your opinion, guys, do you think a female is more knowledgeable about pleasuring another female than a male pleasuring that female? Nikki, I can't hear you. Turn up the volume.
Oh God, me.
Okay, so you're saying yes, a woman know how to pleasure another woman than a man. Huh? I didn't get that. Nikki, why is she low? She just went down low. Is it her or me? Nikki just went low a while ago. Is it her or me? You guys hearing Nikki good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
I
so
can
Nikki,
hear
you
you.
say a woman lick you better than a man. That's what you're saying?
Oh my God.
So what you're saying? No, I'm not saying that a woman pleasuring you. I'm just asking on a general knowledge. Do you think a woman know and not women know their body? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you guys have to teach us men what to do. Correct? That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta make a little tell them and a little adjustment. You miss the wrong, you miss the hole. You're going somewhere else. Things like that.
Oh
So
my God.
no, so no. I'm saying, on a general, do you think that's why you have lesbians up on a on a whole now more than heterosexual? Because I'm saying, does the female know how to deal with another female than a guy? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, Miss Maguire, tilt your camera up a little bit, just a little bit, to the sky, just a little bit. Now, Miss Maguire, talk to me. What? Go up, go up, go up, go up. A man know where the G spot is, yeah. Some woman, you could fiddle, whittle, whatever the G spot, they will not get turned on. It's like it's a hard nut to
Mm-hmm.
crack. And some women get turned on somewhere else apart from the G spot. Some women get turned on more
Oh my
from
God.
their nipples than the G spot. You know what I'm saying? Their neck. That's what I'm trying to establish here. Not saying that you as a woman gonna go to another woman, but does a woman, another woman, know more how to please another woman than a guy? Let me hear from you, Liz. I like when
Please
she gonna
remove it.
get serious. She take the glasses off.
Jacob.
Yeah, 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 Liz. But your man just don't come today dealing with you and know your body. Remember when Liz, when you're with a man, no man gonna have sex with you the same day and know your body. It takes a little while. Like you like it. Mhm. Okay,
Oh my
but
God.
but don't. Okay. What Nikki? You have a bad experience and a bad eater.
Your glass.
All right, hold that thought. All right, what you said, Liz? They got to go back to basic. Okay. All right, Dope Queen, talk to me, love. Watch Dope Queen.
I don't.
Watch Dope Queen now.
I
Watch Dope
don't.
Queen now.
Well, I'm not into girls. Like
Mhm.
I don't. I really like men. Like I don't. Well, I don't mind a girl in a threesome or something like that. But I don't. I wouldn't say like a woman would like turn me on. But maybe just yeah, her presence being there, but not really like her turning, but just the whole wild idea, the whole threesome idea.
What? Threesome is
Yeah,
not freaking
yeah.
mental. It's real. Uh huh.
In your mind, yes. It's true.
Okay. Big up Black Lion in the room. Big up. Okay. Really, Liz? Okay. Bebsy, talk to me. That was not the question. You know, I think you get the question wrong. I said I didn't say if a woman know her body. Does a female knows how to pleasure another female than a male? Because women know woman feeling. That's the question. Okay.
But then again, you said something like each and every woman they have their own different G spots. So how yeah, how would you generalize another woman doing it better.
Well, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, dope queen. Every woman G spot, fluctuate or whatever.
Yeah, it's
So just
different.
like a man would approach the situation, the woman is approaching the situation. That's a good talk. That's a good talk. I like that talk. Jade, let me hear you.
First thing, they said they cannot hear us at all. Is there any way the volume could go
It's
up
not me.
more?
You guys control your volume, so make sure your volume is up. Yeah, I just control mine only. Yeah. Um,
Okay.
I'm gonna do something, guys. If you guys start echoing, then guys, let me know in the room if you guys start echoing and the volume goes up. Let me see here. One two one two one two one two. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead now, Jade. Let me see.
Oh, this conversation is every day. It's real, and there is no shame talking about it. And I feel confident talking about it. So, if it's too much, I don't know. We have to talk, right?
Yeah, we
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 Yeah,
are
we,
bring
we
it
have
women.
to
on,
We,
bring it
talk.
on.
Whosoever, if
yes,
somebody,
we here
if a
to talk.
viewer have an issue, log out. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
We ain't no kids in here. Anybody still stuck into 1940 and anybody stuck in 1944 world, then find your world. Yeah. I wish
Shit.
somebody would say some crap like that in the room. Seriously. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jade.
Okay. Okay. I've heard. I've heard that the lady pleasure the woman better or whatever. Anyway, I've never been with a woman. I'm not into women, period. I like myself, okay? And that's what I want. I don't need a woman. I don't need a woman. If I reach where it's only woman, then it's time for me to leave this hurt, okay? Because there's nothing better than the real thing, okay?
But
So
yeah,
that's me
but
right
you're saying, Jade, if we reach that every man is gone off the planet, you would not go for no tongue lashing? That's it?
there. I would do anything. I would just don't. I would just have to pleasure my own self, but I'm not going
Uh,
to no woman because I'm not into that.
okay. Who else? Did I miss
I
anybody?
would just
Yeah,
have to get a
yeah, Dope
fruit
Queen, you
or
wanted to say
something.
something?
No, 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 not
Oh,
now.
okay. Nikki, Nikki, before you say you had a bad tongue lashing experience. When you say bad tongue lashing, did teeth involve or what? I don't get it. He bit you? No, how? How that's possible?
Oh my God.
Listen, somebody did to me and I kicked
So,
them.
hold on, somebody bit you before? Liz?
And I got up and left.
Liz, you say somebody beat you before.
Oh God, you
Oh?
so
I ain't never messed with him
So,
again.
And when they come with the beard and the beard pricks.
Yeah.
hold on. So hold on. Dope, you're saying that when they have the beard itch.
The
Yeah,
beard pricks. It pricks.
it'll give you a rash
The
down there.
beard give a
It
rash?
pricks. It could no. It
Yeah.
could leave you red.
They don't shave their beard.
Yeah, yeah, and they don't also shave.
So if you are going, but
So
hold on, ladies,
manscape.
hold on, no,
They
because
need to manscape. I'm a firm believer in manscaping.
hold up here. Ho-
Over here with a bush you gone. Don't expect me to put anything on that.
But number one, from you met the guy, you knew he had a beard. So how you gonna voice out now when you knew he had a beard?
Then he should avoid going down
Hold,
there.
hold on, stop. Dope queen, you with the man in the bed.
Yes.
Him start kissing. Him go from the chest, depending on who the guy is. Him a go from him chest. Him a work him way down. From him past your blasted navel, you know what time it is, correct? So from me past your navel,
Yeah, I'll if he has a beard, I'll probably stop him at some
yeah,
point.
get from me past your neighbor, you know, hey, he going down low, he going to shore. So what you do, you say, listen me, homie, I ain't play that. You know what I'm saying? Boom, bam, bam.
Well, the thing is, when it comes to me, like I'm not going to just allow anything because we are in a session. Like if I don't like it, I don't like it. Like that fingering stuff and I don't like that stuff. Like putting your fingers
Yeah,
up there,
but
I
he
think
but
it's
that at that
unhygienic.
point he's trying to reach that G. You see now, come right back to the conversation because he's reaching the G spot. What do you think a G spot is? Hold on, stop. 1 second. Put a pause on the cause right there, dope queen. Nikki, where the G spot is for a female? Okay, but did you know that he at that point he's trying, even if he's not doing it the right way, but he's trying to reach that G spot. Okay, back to you now, dope queen.
Well, I'm not going to like there's certain things that I don't like. And also it depends with who you are, like how I feel about you. So based on who you are, there are restrictions based on.
So the restriction. I love that. So dating. Sorry, if you're dating a Rastafarian, he's not passing the neighbor. If you're dating a bald head, he can pass the neighbor. That's the restriction you're talking.
Well, if he's Rasta with a beard and I'm into him, I'll probably maybe sit on him. Then I'll get to control, the beard moving around on my private part.
Oh, yeah.
Nay.
Nikki, shut up. Yeah, yeah. So Nikki came alive now with this sitting down. Bevsy, talk to me.
Um, yeah, why not? And who say Rastaman don't do that? I bet you there is Rastaman that do that.
Bev, have you
Of
met
course
a
there
Rasta
is.
man that did that? Cause
A
cause
real
I
rough.
know you dated Rasta.
Yeah, for a
Ah,
long, long
they
time,
all
for
go
many, many
down.
years. Yes, yes, he did.
They won't tell
Most
somebody
of
yes
them.
they do, but they
Yeah,
do.
a lot of Rasta
Woo!
say a lot.
Yeah,
Rasta men go down more than anyone, and then they just preach about it, and they never practice it. It's just me.
So you're saying Rasta man eat pork?
Ye- 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 Oh
Yes,
yeah.
Teresa.
Right.
of course they do.
I know a lot of real Rasta people, yeah. A lot of Rasta friends, and a real Rasta does not do diving. They live by their culture. A dread, yeah, a dread, a earth with lots is just a dread. Yeah. A real Rasta does not go down and do diving. It's against religion.
You're
You're
breaking
breaking
up.
up, Teresa. Come close. Your
They're
audio,
not.
your yeah, your volume. We're
You're
not
too
hearing the
far.
volume good. Come, yeah, don't stay too far from me. You're saying Rasta man, true Rasta man, does not eat pork. That's what you're saying.
No,
A true
no,
Rasta
it
man.
doesn't. A dread does, not
They
a
don't eat pork. That don't mean they don't eat
No, no,
their
no, no.
girl.
When I say pork, I
Yeah,
mean porky, porky, pum
that
pum. We're not talking the animal pork. We're talking the female porky. Guys. So whosoever
See,
none of
Lord, see,
y'all
Lord.
dated any Rasta man and they do
Ah,
that. Teresa said, real Rasta die-hearted man don't eat pork. Hold on, Coco, talk to
yes,
me.
they do.
Who said that? Coco? Oh yeah, 'cause Coco dated Rastafarian.
Yeah,
Uh,
they do.
yes. Guys in the room, if you do, yeah, you could definitely participate.
Them might tell you no, them don't, but they do.
Yeah, they do. They do actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
But there's a difference between a Rasta man and a dreadlocks.
Yes,
yes,
there's a
yes, yes,
difference between a Rastaman and a
Guys, this
dreadlocks.
yeah.
Okay. So break that down now, Jade.
A Rasta man is a diehard Rasta man. I tell, no meat. It does not go down on his queen. Just straight up Rasta. I don't know. There's something else that goes with. Okay. And the dreadlocks could be fashion dread. Just fashion. So, of course, here we go.
Okay, so it's all about the
no, but
Rastaman and his
listen,
chest. If his
you have
chest
to
can
know that
take it,
some men are very turned on by doing that.
really.
Yeah.
I know some that just let them do that and they happy.
And they don't want anything else.
They don't want anything else. They just want that.
no, but I actually noticed that most men that really like to go down, they don't stay long during sex.
No, because they're not
Oh,
really interested in the sex part. They just want that. They like that.
But if you stop them from doing that, and if you really get them, to grind, they don't really grind for long, eh?
oh. So you're
Mm-mm.
so dope queen. You're saying that they eat the pum pum to make up for their lost time with their recture
Yeah, to make sure that you calm, because then they know they're not going
last.
to,
They can't do a
do it
marathon. They
long
can't do a
enough. Yeah,
marathon.
long enough for you to
Yeah, but I
come.
know some.
Yeah.
I had some that just did that and went home.
Liz, you that good, girl? They just came over and did that and burp and go home belly full.
True.
And I was happy.
That who wouldn't be happy?
Or that engine don't work.
What?
The engine. Maybe try to crank the engine. It didn't start.
No, no, the engine works because it works. But some people are just turned on by that.
So then, what's the point if you're going to get turned on and then just leave without really going
I don't
inside?
Max plenty of times while doing that. I was more tired probably than him.
Look at you.
I mean, I do want it all, but sometimes when
He
it's
stayed
it's,
long
it's
the
like
last
a
time.
little it's like a little drive by your house, and I'll be there for 10 minutes. Yeah, you know.
So, okay,
It'll be
all right.
cool.
Let me move on here because wow, huh? Shucks, I'm learning that some dude don't have a can't do marathon, so they do the next thing that can held out. Okay,
Listen,
first crush. You guys, tell me a little bit about your first crush. Starting from Bev C, your first crush. Who was your first crush and how did that go?
It went good.
Duh.
Um, must have been I was about 17 at the time when I met him. I was dating for about 2 years. I think I'd been seeing him about 6 months before I even attempted to sleep with him. Um, yeah, and the relationship, it was my first love, so it did last a couple of years. But then as he got a little bit older, started to see different things, different women came along, and that
So
was it. But yeah, I could
so
say
your first so what was so
my first
what were you not doing that the other females were doing?
well, I wasn't doing anything
How you
wrong.
know that? Did you ask him? No,
You know
no,
what? So
stop being, put yourself out there that I'm perfect, I'm this and that. What was
I
the
never
other
said I
female
was
they doing? Did you
perfect.
ask him what was the other female they doing that you wasn't doing?
No, he just wanted
No,
to explore other
hold on,
things.
hold on,
So
babe, hold on.
we go.
Did you ask him what was the other female doing that you wasn't doing? Okay, so
No,
you
I didn't
cannot
ask him
you
that.
cannot pass assumption that's
I
huh?
just let him go. If he wants to go and sleep with other people and
Yeah,
explore
but you
himself with
never
other
sat
women,
him
then
down and asked what was the other female doing that you probably was lacking and don't realize it. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't have to be nothing
No, you can't.
I
abstract.
was
At,
Hold up. You can't, Liz. Hold up.
at 17, it's not about lacking. It's
yeah,
about
and that's what I'm
your
saying.
wandering
Seven
eye. You looking at other girls,
years
and you
I
like,
knew
oh yeah, I don't
everything.
want to be.
I knew
Okay,
everything.
she was lacking
No,
anything. Most men that cheat is not. A lot of times, the woman is being a perfect housewife, taking care of everything, and they still go and cheat. That's
yeah.
BS. Look at J Lo. Look at
So if you wanted to
plenty
explore, let him go.
artists. They
J
still,
Lo. What
their men
happened?
still
What
cheat
happened with
on
J
them.
Lo?
How many men have cheated on them?
Okay.
Alex cheated
Listen,
on
hold
her.
up. Now, if you're gonna go there, look at Naomi Campbell. Those models, top models.
Of course.
Every guy that been with her, and they ask the guy, "You have a perfect woman. She's a model. She's beautiful." They say she's sucking bed. Every one of the guys, them, they say she's sucking bed.
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't have to do with you being beautiful or you
There you
being a
go.
big girl.
Okay,
I'm
right.
a big girl and I have a lot of I have plenty of gorgeous
Yeah,
men.
My God.
And I have men that still talk to
right.
me. But it doesn't have to do with beauty. It's your a lot of times maybe the woman's attitude suck. Okay. But a lot of times it's it's just that that's the way men are.
Some men, because when you say that's how men are,
Some
you're
men.
talking every man in the
Come
world.
on. You. Yeah, most men are like that.
At a young age and in a relationship at that time, you're still learning yourself. You're
Exactly.
still learning. You're learning. It's not that I did anything wrong.
It's rare the fact
Hold on,
it's rare
hold
when
on.
you find somebody at 17 and that's the only person you ever gonna be with. Are you still with the same person you was in love at 17? No.
No,
I think that's actually what you think, like when your first love, you always think, because you're still young and everything,
yeah,
you don't
that's
know
right.
how
That's
wicked men can be. So you kind of like think he's the one who's gonna marry me, we're gonna have kids and this and that. And you end up with them for like years. And as you grow older, you find out that, you know, he couldn't even
it's
make
not
you
what you want.
calm.
There's women that's never not known
Hold on,
how to
Liz.
climax.
Hold on, Liz. Hold on, hold on there. Hold on. Dove Queen, hold on. I gotta address this. Now, how long you gonna realize that you dating a guy? Okay, say within what? How long that you guys start talking, and then when you decide that to make love, the first time You guys made love. He didn't make you come. All right, it's the first run. It probably okay. I'll work with it again and say the second time he still didn't make you come. You have to pleasure yourself in the meantime. He's trying to pleasure you. You tell me you're gonna go 1 year, go through all of that stress? How long does a woman put
Well,
up?
triple five, like
How
right
long
now,
a woman
we
put
we
up
were
with
talking
that?
about the.
Huh?
No, now I don't put up with anything. Like the first time, if I see you didn't hit there, then you can't see me again. That's it. But then we were talking about the first love. Like this is like the first boyfriend when
Yeah,
we're still teenagers. You'd be he's breaking your virginity, and you don't know that the purpose of having sex is for you to
that's
reach an
right. Yeah.
orgasm. Like I found out that a woman had to orgasm when I was like 21. I didn't know there was something like that.
I can't
Well,
even
I first
imagine.
had
And
So hold on.
I
When that
an
happened,
orgasm.
when that was happening to you at that time, what were you thinking?
I don't know. I had a boyfriend, and he was like freaky, and we're trying out all this funny, kinky stuff. Yeah, then I just felt like the rush,
You're
the
exploring each
vibration.
other's body.
I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm coming.
Oh, hold on. He tell you that you were coming, or you realized that you
No,
were coming?
no, no. This is me in my mind, like asking myself, like, what's really going on? I'm feeling this rush all over my body, like, the electricity going. I'm like, what is this? And then I just let go, and then I'm like, wow, So then I came. So after that, then I knew, okay, so that's the reason why people, have sex. And from then, I've never wanted to have sex and not, reach my orgasm.
Well, of course you did. Yeah, of course. I got that. Nikki,
Yeah, but then I actually think there are females that don't know that a woman has to orgasm.
I know a fe-
Because I've been having sex for years and I didn't know.
I know a female who had what 5 kids. She has never had an orgasm. She has 5 kids. She had never had the experience of an orgasm.
And why you
I know
volunteer to give her
somebody.
Huh?
one?
I know somebody that's never had an orgasm.
It happens.
Ask me what one was,
For
and she had 3 children
for
herself,
real. Ni-
and
It
she didn't know what
happens.
an
Nikki,
orgasm
talk to
was.
me. Talk to me. Is Nikki froze? Is Teresa froze?
I don't know. I just sent her a message to
Okay.
turn her on.
So talk to me. Yeah. Yeah. Back to the question that was up on hand. Y- Your first crush. Your first crush. Talk to me about your first crush. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Your first crush was a PR? Oh, yo, he eat you like a ton of cake, right? I know Puerto Rican boy, they eat like food. What? He turned it up. So what happened? What happened? So he turned you up, but he's an idiot.
Puerto Rican boys are not good. Sex wise, yeah, but that's so they mama boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But then,
when you're in your first relationship and you're having sex, you ain't going to have an orgasm then anyway. You're not, because you don't know anything. All you know is he's popping your cherry, and that is it.
And the first time you do it, you really don't enjoy it.
Of course you don't. No. And that's why when you play that song, the first cut is the deepest. No, it is not
It's a
the
lie.
deepest.
You might
So
enjoy
the
it
the
the
first the
second or
first
third
cut is
time.
not the
Anybody who
deepest.
says it- No, it's not. No, oh
and
no.
you really don't enjoy it.
You're scared because you don't know what to expect. First time for me, I was scared. Of course. Why wouldn't I have been? That was something new to me, what I was experiencing. So as you go on, you learn more, you enjoy it more.
Yeah, but
You
I
know?
think if someone doesn't really explain to you that at some point you know that how the orgasm feels, then you might end up having
Yeah.
sex for years without even getting to that.
Knowing, yeah.
Well, the man is doing something wrong then.
No, because
Wow.
That's
sometimes when you have
fine.
sex, like
That's why I'm
goes, but
glad that my first time I was 21 and he was 37.
Whoa. Did your parents
What?
know about that?
So, you know,
Did your
Huh?
parents
whoa.
know about that?
Though I that he was
Yeah.
37, I lived alone already.
Okay, bad girl.
Oh, he was 21
No, I was 21. He was
and he was
37.
30,
wow.
37. Okay.
And he taught me everything I need to know.
Wow.
Uh,
No one. Ooh. Did he turn you out?
and she
Yeah.
turned him out in return.
Nice.
He always used to tell me when I find the next person I'm with, they're going to be happy.
Wow. So
It's true because
And it was true because my daughter's father used to
if
say,
I ever
when
meet
I if
him,
I
I'm
ever
gonna
meet
thank
him,
him
I'm
and
gonna
shake his
thank him
hand.
and shake his hand.
Wow.
so Liz, you that good, mama?
That's what my ex-husband said on my birthday, be daddy. Bam. Be daddy.
That's what
Bam.
they say. I
wow.
never say because I do what I do and that's it.
You handle your business.
I'm the best.
I put you to sleep.
First of all, I don't like whack sex. Don't come to my house and lay down and shit. Because I'm gonna be like,
Get out.
it's and if you just do once and turn over and be like, I'm tired,
Get out.
you won't be invited again.
So you're saying the first performance better be on point.
That's right.
Wow.
Because if you talking all this nonsense, yeah, on the phone and
And
in
when you get
person,
to the real things, nothing.
When men can talk
they
the
you
talk,
disappoint
they
me.
like to talk the talk, but when it comes down to it,
I
different.
rather men that don't talk and but just do.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Just do what you're gonna do and that's
Yeah.
it.
Bev Teresa is not in the room because
I can
something.
hear you.
She's having a lot of
Okay.
I can
interference.
hear you, but there's no interference, man. All throughout, I'm getting no interference.
Your camera is off.
All right. Okay. I got that. I got that. Nice. Wow. All right. So now we dealt with the first crush. All right. The first crush. Now the second portion that I wanna hear. Secret love. Any one of us ever had a secret love? Secret lover?
Lover or love?
Secret lover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
It was fun.
What Nikki, what was fun of that secret lover? Let me hear.
So you got to go and hide and do what you had to do and get pleasure and then go home.
Oh, so you go and get a beat down and then or he come and get a beat
And
down.
he gets a beat down too.
Okay, girl. Okay.
Right.
All right.
And then once he
You
coming
get a
back,
what?
he come back.
What do you say, babe?
What did I didn't hear
She
what
said
Nikki
he
said?
get a beat down. That means she laid on him.
I put him to sleep.
Whoa!
That
Whoa!
I did the
when you
dance.
have a secret lover and not have fun.
Okay.
That's not
Hold on, Liz. Hold on. Nikki, how you laid on him to make him fall asleep? What?
This
That's so
this
good.
girl don't play right here.
So you say you handle
Hi,
your
is she
business,
right? And
huh?
huh?
You handle your business in bed, good,
I had my business. Yes,
proper.
proper. The Bayesian way, proper.
Oh, the Bayesian way. So what's different from the Bayesian way than the American way?
Ain't no difference. I'm just Bayesian, so I handle it my way.
Okay. Jade, talk to me.
One, 1 second a minute, Triple. Teresa, log out and come back
Yeah.
in.
Should I wait
Talk
for
to me, Jade.
her? Should I wait for
Nah.
her?
No, no, no.
Okay, I have had secret love. And I think it's a little exciting and stuff like that, but at the same time it's so freaking risky. What if you get caught? So, it's a lot of fun being a secret and it's good. But you can't tell anyone about it.
Mm-mm.
They keep it a damn secret. And that's what make it more fun. That's what make it more fun.
Okay. Hold on. Bevsy, talk to me. You ever had a secret lover? And
Yes. And like Jade said, it's fun. It's fun. It's dangerous because if you get caught, especially whereas if that man's got another woman, yeah. Um, I had a secret love and it went on for quite a while. Went on for quite a while. And the man ended up leaving his girlfriend for me.
Mm-mm.
so hold up, babe. Babe, you're that good. Bev, Bev,
Ready for the
Bev,
backers,
Bev,
backers, backers.
Bev. You put it
Yes.
down.
No, she
Oh,
gave me
you
the
put it
backers.
on him.
I mean, it wasn't me chasing him. He wouldn't leave me alone. He would not
So
leave
you
me
put it on
alone.
him. Like, listen to me. This is what I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess with this. So you put it on him.
Yeah, why not?
Triple. She gave him the backers.
And it all come out in the end anyway. And now me and the lady, we're good friends.
Oh, you and the lady's good friend. He came out.
You know who the lady is. You know her. You've met her. Why
Oh,
she
no
come
kidding.
here? No. But you don't have to call no
Okay.
name.
A dope queen.
Yeah.
Talk to me, love.
I don't know what's happened, dude.
Yeah, the secret things. Anything when it comes to sex, relationships, anything that's, done in private it turns out to be good. And yeah, I've been in a secret love before, like I think twice in my life. The other one was like for a long time, and well, this guy, he was my friend. Like we're like very close friends, and it led to something else. And he had a wife, and I don't know. His kids were calling me auntie and stuff, and I
Auntie.
don't. I Yeah, I could babysit the kids. The wife knew me. I could visit them and everything, but we were doing something. It's not something nice, but we just couldn't stop because we were so much into each other. But then I stopped before, the wife, you know, got to find out. And the
Because you were
second,
becoming friends with the wife now.
no, I wasn't becoming friends with the wife, but I I don't know. I was scared he was gonna leave the family for me. He had already showed signs that he was, drifting away from her because of me. So I had to disconnect quickly. And the second time, well, this guy, he lied. He actually lied. He went and he moved his wife to somewhere else so he could he could be with me. And at the same time, I also had to keep him a secret because I didn't like the way he looked. I didn't like his style and pattern. We were like two completely different people. So I had to privately date him. And at the same time, I wasn't sure if he was married or not because people were saying he was married and he said he had gotten a divorce. So it got to a point where he because I wasn't, showing him off to people and I'm sort of like a well-known person. He thought maybe I was doing that because I was cheating on him. So we had to get an apartment together, and I wouldn't close down my apartment. I told him the other apartment will still be, paid for, and we can have our own apartment separate from my
So you
original
so
apartment.
you have
So,
the fuck patch, the fuck house. You
huh?
have your fuck house, and then
Mm-hmm.
you have your regular house. Okay, the one that you and him get
Yeah,
basically that's the fuck house.
yeah, we had to get our place where
It's not your place.
that was our
Yo, Queen,
place.
it's not your place. It's a
Mm.
fuck house.
It wasn't a
Right.
fuck house because he moved from the apartment that he was staying with all his stuff.
Okay.
Uh, and yeah, and I just
He
found the
moved it.
house, but I wouldn't move my furniture to that apartment. So he moved his, and we started buying other furnitures and whatever. So later on, I think he just noticed that it's really not going to work or something, or he wanted his wife back, or the family's why the wife's family asked him to take back the wife because I think he had just gone and dumped her in Zimbabwe. So she was brought back, and now because the apartment I was the one who found the apartment. I had the keys and everything. He had to change the locks, and it was like a security village, and get my car not to drive in in the yard, and he sneaked the wife back in.
Whoa.
I
Wow.
had to, yeah, like cause a scene to get inside and find out that he had brought the wife back. And now I got to meet the wife, and I had a strong talk with her.
And what happened?
it's it's so funny, like how we went there. I had gone, I had gone to confront him about the other chick that he was dating because I beat up the chick. I put her in my car.
Mm-mm.
I beat her up, and and uh, the first time I beat her up, and I told her if I hear anything, if there's anything happening between you and this guy, I'm beating you up again. So she was running scared. Now each time, even my friends would bump into her and beat her up if she's seen with this guy. So then she wanted peace for once because she couldn't even go partying anymore because she would get beat down. So she came and she said, she said she doesn't want anything to do with the guy anymore, but because the guy follows her around too much. So she wants to go and tell him off in front of me. So we drove to the guy's house, and me and the guy were had already been having issues because he had taken keys. I didn't know the guy had put the wife inside the house. So it's me and the side chick. Okay, me being the side chick, and the other and my own side chick now driving to this guy's house. And we got there. And we got there. He wouldn't let us in. And then
Kick the door off.
I took
That is what you call
we
drama.
got violent.
That
We
is
got violent
drama.
with this guy. We got violent with this guy, and we took off his belt, and his pants fell off. And then I took off his pants. He had his undies in the streets, and I put the trousers in the boot. I locked my boot, and I was gonna drive off. I'm like, goodbye. If I'm not getting in, I'm not giving you panties.
Oh.
I was like, you're gonna have to walk from the boom gates straight down to your house in this underwear. He was
Terrible.
like, no, 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 no. I'll let you in. I'll let you in. Please just give me my panties to wear. I'm like, jump inside the car. I'm driving in. I'll give you when we get there.
That's gangster. That's
So
gangster.
he was left with no choice. We drove in together, and then by the time, you know, because this was my apartment, I found the apartment. He just, taken my keys and changed the locks. So we got in, and then we found the wife. It was so heartbreaking. Like the wife was so quiet. She wasn't even violent. I think she had been exhausted. This guy was so much of a cheat in her life. She had been exhausted. She was so tired. She couldn't even fight. You know what we did?
You guys turn around
We
and
came
bust
with
his
our me
ass.
and this yeah, me and this chick, we came with our own issues to, talk to this guy. But we ended up beating down the guy, two of us. And the wife was cheering. We're like, beat him, beat him.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Whoa.
Beat
set
him
up
and the wife, me and the wife, we ended up friends. And from that day, we both told the wife that,
Yeah.
we're not doing anything with this guy anymore. And if we see him anywhere around with any other woman, we're beating him up.
Wow.
So that was my own experience with
Wow.
my second
Nice,
love.
nice, nice. I like that. All right, all right, all right, all right. Cheating.
I
Huh?
see you, Teresa. I see you on the phone. Teresa's in on my phone
Uh,
on the panel, but I
okay.
don't see her on the computer. So yeah, I
Okay.
see you,
Now,
Teresa.
now, what I want to ask next topic is cheat. Well, I guess everybody been cheated on. All right. What about divorce? Anybody in here that has been divorced? Okay. Now,
I've never been.
okay. So, talk to me about divorce. When after you got divorced, or you went buck wild,
Yes, I did.
really? So, what you deciding on? Now this is time for me to run the pum pum red. What?
I'm going to live my life. Yeah.
my life and have fun.
I got divorced on 420. This is like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And when I got my divorce, I came to my daughter's house, put up in the car, put on some music, lit up a spliff, and started dancing. I was out there twerking in the middle of the road with a slip in my hand, and I was like, yup, it's over. It was 420.
Some people get divorced nowadays and have a
It was
party.
420.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like, hey,
Well,
So hold on, Bev. Send her back the link because she's not in the Skype. So hold on now. So then you start dating now, right?
for me, no, I'm still single. When I said that, and I said that, you know,
nobody said that. You said
you
that.
said that. You did.
Asking. I was asking.
Oh, no. The people was sitting
Uh-huh.
down.
All right, hold on now. Come back to you now, Miss Liz. So after you got divorced, what happened afterwards?
Oh, Teresa, welcome
I,
back.
When I first got
What did she say?
divorced, I I dated
Mm-hmm.
someone a while. He was younger than
I bet
me,
he was.
and then I met my daughter's father. I lived with him 5 years. He cheated on me. I left him, and I when I was 3 months pregnant, I found out he was cheating, and I waited one weekend. He wasn't home, and I packed all my stuff and left. He didn't even know. I was 3 months pregnant. I was
What?
out.
mm-mm.
Yep. And then after that, I dated one person somebody introduced
Mm-hmm.
me to. And then I
Mm-hmm.
discovered online the through parties at a
Mm-hmm.
club, strictly for big
Oh, that
girls.
party was strictly for
And
big girls, you say?
yeah, and all the guys that go there, they like big
Okay.
girls. And I met a lot of guys. I mean, some of them were right, some of them I didn't
Mm-hmm.
deal with. But I wasn't really like, I was dating a lot.
Okay.
Like we would go hang out and stuff. But I wasn't really sleeping with a lot of them, only maybe one or two. But I wasn't really that crazy after. I was crazy for partying and getting out of town. I was going to ski
Mm-hmm.
trips. I was going to every year I went on ski trips. I went to the islands. I did all kinds of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I met a lot of people that do different things.
Okay. Does all of that met and this and meet and greet have anything to do with sex?
Not, not. I mean, I've been to some parties
Mm-hmm.
that you go with your partner, and if you want to participate, you don't.
Oh,
And if
hold
you
up here. Hold
if
up,
you
Swingers,
Liz.
you
swingers,
don't,
You went to one of those places.
swingers,
What they call it again?
swingers
Hmm?
club, swingers club, swingers
Yeah,
club.
swingers. You went to a swingers club.
Wow.
swingers.
Oh. So how did that go, Liz? Talk to me, love. Swing it, baby.
Some of them, if you go to the more mature ones, you meet a lot of good people.
Okay.
You know that you gotta actually have sex with them. You just meet people.
Okay.
Because when you go, you could either do or don't.
Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
I met in the more
I
mature
met a lot
ones.
of good
I
people.
met a lot of good people.
I've been
I've been to some
to
that I
some
wouldn't
that
even
I
touch
wouldn't
these
even touch
people
these people
with gloves
with
on.
gloves on.
Facts.
I went to
I went
one.
to
It
one.
was a whole
It
bunch
was
of
a whole
young
bunch of young
boys
boys.
with older women, and they don't even. There's a protocol when you go to these parties. You have to have your toiletries, stuff. You keep yourself clean.
Mhm.
You can't. I mean, you bring stuff to wash and clean yourself up and all that stuff. Some people, these young people, they don't know nothing about that. They just jump from one woman to the next one. Some women don't even think of what they're doing. I was watching a lot of shit that I would not do.
Like what?
Like, this young boy just have sex with this girl and then he just come and jump on you, and like a marathon, they running around the marathon and stuff like that. You can't do stuff like that when you go to these parties. Because there's a lot of diseases, there's a lot of stuff going on. People be
King.
stinking. That's what tell me, trust me, you gotta really
You
know
gotta really know
who you,
the
the
the,
places you go to.
the places you go to. I've been through
Private
yes
ones with my boyfriend who I
with my
was with,
boyfriend who I was with,
and a lot of older
and
people,
a lot of
they
older
like
people,
people your
they
age,
like
and
people your age, and
we have
we have
conversations. People sit
conversations.
around and
People sit
talk.
around and talk.
It's just not the room for
It's
that.
just not
They
the
have
room
room
for
for
that.
that.
They have
Room for that. There's a room for that, and
there's a
there's a
room
room
for
for
that, and there's a room
socialize.
for socialize.
So you could socialize and
So
not
you
do
could
that,
socialize and not do that,
or you could do it with your
or you
partner.
could do it with your partner.
Like me
Mhm.
myself, I don't
Like
mind
me
watch
myself, I don't
people
mind
watching me.
watching people watching me
Do it.
do it.
I don't mind people watching me.
Okay.
But
Wow.
I don't know you
Wow.
like that.
I
I don't
don't know
want you to
you like
touch
that.
me.
I don't want you to
Mm-hmm.
touch me.
But you can watch. You can sit
But you
around
can
and
watch. You can
watch.
sit around and watch.
That's not a problem with me.
That's not a
But
problem with
in a
me.
lot of
But
them, if
in
I'm
a
with
lot
my
of them,
partner,
if I'm with
then
my
I would do
partner, then
something. I
it's a
would do
different thing.
something.
Okay. All right.
There's
Next,
people
Jade.
that go
There's
there,
people that go
like
there,
single ladies.
like the single
Ladies
ladies.
that go there, they go because they want to
You
sleep
got
with
it.
every
You got it.
man that's there.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
In a lot of these parties, couples pay more, and the single ladies sometimes are free because they going around to service everybody.
Mhm.
Oh, that's how it is.
Teresa.
That's how it really is. And you gotta know who you socialize with. It
Mm-hmm.
can't be just anybody.
True.
And nowadays, I don't know. I wouldn't do it nowadays.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something that it was.
I
I
can't
was
find
curious
anyone.
about. Somebody brung it to me, and I was like, "Let's see how it
Mm-hmm.
goes." So there's no expectancy. You don't have to do
Right.
anything if you don't want to. I went a couple times. I do like the people watching.
You didn't get so hold on. You didn't
So
get turned on at any given time.
I was turned on by my, and I was with my
Mm.
partner. And I probably did with one more person, but that I knew them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And my partner is not wasn't jealous because he know them too.
Yes. Gotcha.
I met someone at one of these parties that asked me for my cell phone, put their
Mm.
number in, call me from call themselves from my number, and the next morning was calling me to see me. And he said that he didn't want me to go to no more of this party. He wanted me to
Oh,
be with
oh,
him.
oh, oh,
Mm-mm.
so you being selfish now. Oh shit.
He was selfish. And he was married, he was there with his wife.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
And he would come to my house at 6 in the morning to pick me up
But
like
hold
whenever
on.
he could.
How did
Wouldn't
he get
even
your
call me.
but hold
Be like, I'm
whoa.
on my
How
way
did he
to your
get your
house.
address? How
Come
did he get your
downstairs.
address?
I I gave it to him because we hanged
Oh,
out one
okay.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And once he knew the address, forget it.
that's it.
But it wasn't like he couldn't find out. He was a cop. He was a TT. He was a detective.
That's what's up. All right. So now, okay, Jade, I haven't heard from you. Jade, talk to me.
I completely forget what the
Liz, could you
question
please
is.
tell her?
Sorry.
Liz, please tell her.
What is it?
About
About the
divorce.
swingers.
Oh, I haven't had that experience. I have been married, but not like that. I can't comment on that part with the being divorced and then start dating. I don't have that experience.
W- All right. So you cannot give a
Yeah, have you been married?
I have
mm,
been married, but it's not something like, what you guys just referred to.
How about
Like
you,
that.
huh?
Dion?
Hmm?
How about you?
Have you been
I've been
married
there.
before?
I've been there.
And what you did before and after?
After he got divorced, he went swinging his all over the place.
You know, it was like Tarzan.
He's like, ah, he is.
No, I did not. No, I did. I'm always a cool, calm, and collective person. You know me. Just Liz,
It was
yeah.
it
You
was
know what? That's funny
it was
because Liz,
Tarzan
you
from
came to one of my house
Jamaica.
party, didn't you? Came to a house party of mine I had.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did.
Liz came to one of my house party I had home. Yeah, I was married at the time too. And Liz came and we
Yeah,
were just bugging out.
I met his
Yeah.
mother, his wife.
Everybody, the guys them come, they were like, "Who's this chick? Is that your girlfriend?" It was the funniest thing ever. Yeah, cause you know when Liz walked
Mm-mm.
up in there, she had another girlfriend, so Puerto Ricans was in the building. It was really good.
You know what? That was wow, that was a
Oh
minute
God, I didn't
ago.
even remember what year what was that. It's a long time ago.
It was you
In
lived where in South
Elmont.
Oakland,
Yeah,
Elmont. Yeah,
yeah. So it's crazy. Yeah,
I went with my cousin.
yep. So been there, done that. So yeah, it's one of those things. All right, the next topic that I want to jump on and things like that because we deal with divorce. Now you guys are single. I'm assuming, but
Oh, so now I don't get to answer the
oh, go
divorce
ahead. Oh,
one
I'm sorry,
because
love. I'm
I
sorry.
Oh,
I I s- I, s- I spoke as a side chicken.
You're a fighter, so we were getting that one. So hold on. I didn't know you was married. You were married?
Yeah, Eso yo no hago mucho
So you're
los
married,
domingos.
Dope Queen?
No
Ah,
queen.
yo no sé ni lo que voy a comer
Married?
todavía.
You're
Tengo
not
hambre.
married?
No, 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 no. I've never been
Oh,
married.
okay. Oh, we was on that
Oh,
the married, the divorce and thing. All right. So let's go. So everybody here is single. All right. Now, being single, ladies, talk to me. How is it being single?
It's good, and then it's lonely,
It's
but
good
it's good.
and lonely. Why you say it's lonely?
Because you don't have like that person there to like support you or have your back or get it when you want it.
But but
Yeah.
but no, remember you,
But then again, you don't have the stress. What?
yeah, Nikki, but your boyfriend is in the top drawer or the middle drawer. So what are you talking about?
No, wait a minute. How you know
Huh?
that? How you know that? You seen it?
I haven't seen it.
I'm about to buy a
You
new
have to buy a
one.
new. Hold on, hold on that one, Liz. So since you're being
But that don't
single
help.
now,
That don't
hmm
help.
is it better being single? It's just that it's lonely, but your boyfriend is in the top drawer, so you're good to go. You don't have to listen to.
No, that doesn't help me. I want the real thing. That's like I don't want
Yeah.
the. I want the hugging and the caressing and all that, eating and all that good stuff.
Oh, okay. So the guy in the drawer is just temporarily. Could you hold on?
Yeah, he
Not,
does me
not
now.
Hold on. Could you work with that guy in the drawer for the rest of your life?
Nah,
No,
nah,
no, I couldn't. I don't. He's in the
Yeah,
box
we
though.
can.
nah.
hang on.
Look at
Okay.
you.
Nikki, so you saying the guy in your
Yes,
drawer is a temporary boyfriend?
he's in the
I've got
box though.
it.
He hasn't
Yeah.
been used
How
yet.
you mean? So when you gonna take him out?
I'll tell you later.
You tell me. No, talk right now. Talk right now.
I don't know what I'm gonna think
So,
about. As
Yo,
well.
Nick, you seen that thing shaped like a flower?
Yeah, the rose.
Yeah, I'm getting
Oh, by
that.
the way, I have a Instagram. Yeah, sex toys.
whoa. You have an Instagram toy?
Say
How
that
you mean
again.
Instagram toy? It looks like Instagram
I have a
logo?
I have an Instagram that sells sex toys. Me and my homeboy.
Also, you
I
gotta
have
give
the
me
rose.
the,
You guys are talking together.
you gotta give me your Instagram. What is it?
Huh?
Instagram, what is it?
Sex toys for fun. The number 4.
Oh my God.
I'm getting a lot of new ones.
We got
So,
the
all right, hold on.
put
Just
on
before I
24.
finish with you,
It's a purple
look
thing.
at
Yes.
these two here. They
I
sex
got it.
toy
I
though.
Request it.
follow
I'll
you.
have him. I'll have him in separate later.
I'll send you a request.
All right. I'll tell my homeboy that separate later.
Oh gosh.
All right.
You see
Business
what's
stuff.
up?
Business.
Yeah, Nikki, you best send that through.
You got a
Yeah.
customer.
You,
Hey,
Ain't nothing wrong with self
that's
satisfaction.
what I'm talking
facts.
about. So,
Nothing wrong with
all right.
that.
So Nikki,
It keeps your mind and it keeps you happy. It keeps you sane.
You got nobody to
Stress
argue
free.
It
with.
takes out stress.
Nobody to
All
argue with.
that.
Doesn't have no
yeah,
No
attitude.
Jason
attitude.
don't have no
Whatever.
attitude.
You do what you needed to do, and he stays quiet.
Throw that's in the corner somewhere.
Yeah. Whenever.
And he doesn't ask you where you going.
Thank you.
And have you go.
Bebsy,
And
all
he
right,
knows
hold
his
on. Let me
way.
find out. Let me go. I want to know the numbers here because I'm good. Bebsy, how many toys you have?
Look at Pepsi.
Bebsy, how many toys you have?
Pepsi.
3, but 2 now.
Yo,
1
bro.
broke.
Damn.
Oh,
You broke it.
Oh my God.
gotta replace it.
What were
Go
you
up.
doing
Go
while
to the
you
Instagram,
broke
Bev.
it? Like
I thought I didn't break it. I thought the battery had gone, so I changed the battery and put a new one in, and it won't work no more.
No, she went like this and she went like that, and it broke.
wow. Wow. All right, babe. So you still have two. So you good to go. Dope Queen, how many you have?
Ugh.
I recently got A tiny
What, you're
one.
talking the
Like,
bullet? You have the bullet?
yeah, the one that looks
Yeah,
like a bullet. Yeah.
they're very good. The bullet, very good. It works. It works. It hit the spot.
Oh,
It
Here
hit
Yeah,
the
it is.
it's
spot.
it's actually better. I
Yeah.
didn't know it's better than all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
ones
The
that
butterfly, the
I had.
butterfly
Went to go
used to
get the
be the
bullet
good
then.
one, but the bullet take the spot.
Nah, the butterfly wasn't
Nah,
Yeah.
bad,
it
bro.
good when when butterfly came out at that time. It was good for that time. But no, the bullet it just hit you like a real shot. Boom.
Have you ever, Digit 555, have you ever used toys on anyone?
Me? Oh
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Oh
gonna play a
yeah.
lot then.
That, oh yeah. I like walk up in the store and buy my toy. And I've been walking up
Yeah.
and the guys them outside that they wouldn't walk into the store with the woman. So they outside and I
Mm-hmm.
walk in and I ask about what's this, how this work, and the ladies they be looking at me like this.
Oh, hold on, my daughter's calling
Yeah.
me.
Just mute, mama. Yeah, just mute, mama. Yeah,
Hi, mama.
yeah.
How you are?
Teresa is
Teresa,
back.
Yeah,
Te-
yeah, we do.
Teresa is
You
back.
have to come back in.
all right, all right.
Oh,
Don't
I'm gonna
worry,
try
don't
get you
worry.
in this room right now. Just give me a minute there, Teresa. Yes.
Yeah, I just sent
All
her the
right.
link. I'll
All
send
right.
you the
Hold on,
link
guys.
again.
All right, guys. All
Teresa.
right. So now where was I? I was just taking notes. So dope queen.
The
About
butterfly.
the bullet.
Yeah,
Talking about
the
the
butterfly
butterfly.
no more. The
Voice.
bullet hit the spot. That's good. Um, so how many? So how many
You
you
end
say you
up
own now?
voice.
Dope queen. One, two, three. What?
Yeah, I got, yeah, the third one.
You got? You
Recently.
went for a third one?
Yeah, I had the other two.
Okay. So
Then I got the bullets
so
now.
okay, but hold on. So wasn't the other pleasing you? Why you had to go get a different one? Ladies, why you buy more than one toy?
I only got one.
Because you get different,
But they all get.
different
It
things.
was actually a suggestion
No
from
one
my
gets stuck
friend.
with the same boring
Okay,
one.
I thought they're the same speed or one may be faster or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe
No, mine. I got
dope.
one. It got 5 speed,
You got
and it
5
can
speed?
bend,
Were you riding a
and it
motorcycle?
can
And
bend.
it bends.
Anyway, more than your bend. Shape it. It's purple.
Yeah.
Okay, Nikki. Wow,
It can
5
bend this way.
speed.
It can go this way.
Wow. So okay. Jade, talk to me. How many toys you own?
I'm being good. I currently have one.
Oh,
Had the bullet, but I don't have that anymore.
So
So
how you
I
like
just
the
have
bullet?
one. It's
Okay.
great. It's good.
I need to get one of them then.
But, but I have to behave myself. I'm not alone
Huh?
in my house. So I have to keep the one that's,
Yeah, bullet is
silent.
not really silent, because he had a speed there that is really kicking ass.
That's
Yeah.
why I don't. So I've
Mm-hmm.
resolved to one. Very quiet is good, and I'm good.
Okay. All
I need
right.
to get me a bullet.
So I get that. The bullet. All right. So now, so Miss Teresa, how many toys you own?
I've got
Hold on.
Black
What was you have a black one?
Black.
Dave of mine. His name's Black Dave because he's a black one.
Oh,
And
why?
it's
Okay.
big.
Why
I can
is he?
already
Why is
see
he
that
have
one.
to
I
be
think
black?
it's big.
Again?
How big is that?
No, to be truthful, yeah, I used to have the Rampham Rabbit, a green one, right? But I weren't
Mhm.
getting on with it, so I bought a later model, which is a new one.
Mhm.
It's one because when you haven't got a partner to play,
Uh-huh.
sometimes you
Oh,
have
dear.
to compromise. And
Ooh.
although I do not always use him
Uh-huh.
and desert him, he does play a pleasurable moments in my life, if I'm truthful.
Okay.
You know, yeah, we all got our needs, didn't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then going out and then getting a one night stand.
Uh-huh.
Put it
Do you
that
know
way.
what? right? But you've been on your own for as long as I have, and although I'm seeing someone at the moment, right, I haven't actually slept with him, to be truthful, and that's fear. Yeah, that's fear. I've been on my own a very long time, so sometimes we have to compromise. For me, go out and sleep with hundreds of men and sleep with every partner that they've ever slept with. I rather use my Black Dave, and it's not a racist thing. It's personal to me. Why his name is Black Dave? Do you understand?
Hey,
So,
hey,
So
you know,
so hold on, Miss Teresa. So does he hit the spot?
But damn right it's the spot. But I need the real thing, man.
Mm-mm.
And the offers.
Well, hold on. What do you say? I missed that. Oh,
Any
any
offers?
offers? Okay.
I'm
Okay.
a big man, but I'm a voluptuous one.
Mm-hmm.
And I do nothing.
You know to handle your business. You put it down as Nikki say, right?
I'm not shy like that. You know what? I'm a giver. I'm a bit of a taker, but I'm a giver too. I like to pleasure my
Facts.
man. I'm not shy like that. And that's the truth.
Okay.
I just ain't had it for a long time.
Sounds like a plan. All right. So you have one, Nikki. You say you have three. Liz have three. Dope Queen has two.
Three,
Bev has
Three.
three,
Three.
three.
I have
Okay.
three now.
Jade have one. Bev C had
one.
have five. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
you
Who the
I
got
best?
don't
five.
have
Yeah.
five.
Sorry. My
Three.
bad. My bad. I'm just checking. Toys.
And the young got a blow up doll.
Me? Talk about that. I was watching a show last night. No, it was a movie last night, and it was three couples, a guy, a girl, and a blow up doll. And I kid you not, I had to look at the blow up doll to see if it was a chick laying there, and what I'm saying, it's not a doll. The doll was real as ABC, like the features, the boobs, the
Mm-hmm.
boobs.
They have real
Real.
dolls.
Like it
Yeah,
was, it
these
was
days they make them so real.
unbelievable. And he did her, and then he turned around and did the doll. And I'm looking,
But the doll
and I'm
answering back, will it?
looking.
The doll won't answering back.
For real.
Boobs flashing both sides. She's just shaking her head with a big smile, and he loving that because she don't talk back everything. It was
Mm-hmm.
funny. I was just laughing. You know what I'm saying? So they real as they get, man. I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. Just like transvestite on the street. You these days you have to, you meet a girl, you have to definitely say, let me see below, because you don't know
Look for the
who's who
Adam's
these
apple.
days. Yeah, you gotta ask.
You don't know
Let's
whether
go in the
it's.
corner. Let me take a peek before I
You
waste
don't
my
know.
energy here.
Nah, look
Talking
for the
to you.
Adam's apple.
Yeah. Abusive. Any one of you ladies have ever had an abusive man in your relationship?
I
Me.
have.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Let me deal with Nikki. But Nikki, you get down. So how comes you make a man abuse you? What we talking
Well,
here?
Well,
You supposed to slap a boy.
okay, first I did. You already know I did. That was my ex-husband, and he was Jamaican, or is Jamaican, whatever you want to call it. He was
Don't
very
date the
disrespectful, was
Jamaican
very
man.
rude. Nah, I'm done with them. Very disrespectful, very rude. And it's just like when he says something, whatever you say, he want to counteract it, and then he gets upset. One day, he got mad at me for something, and he hit me in my jaw. And when he
What?
hit me in my jaw, yeah, I was like, I didn't even see it coming, and I ran for a
Yeah.
knife. And then my kids was like, "Mommy, no." So I just got a plate and just hit him with it, and that was it. He had to get out.
Wow. Jade, talk to
Yeah.
me.
Yes, it so happened that that's the first person that talking about secret crush or whatever, first love, and that's I'm gonna say it. I'm still pissed. That was abusive. I used to tell him stuff. I don't know. People tell him stuff. They see me here, they see me there. He would call me, wouldn't ask any question, and he would start to beat up on me and stuff like that. So I can remember once It was daylight, and I could not even show my freaking face.
Whoa.
You know? And you know how old I was? I was 17.
Mm-mm. Wow.
And um and the last time it happened, I said, nope, this is it. And we had some, I think we have some
Yeah, hold on there,
decorations
hold
or
on there. You were
whatever.
married, you say, at that time?
No, it's
Oh, okay. Okay,
no, it's
abusive.
just
And how old
love.
was he? How old was he? You were 17. How old was he?
He
What we
was
talking?
older. He was in his
Oh, okay.
30s.
All right.
And, and then I had to put an end to it. I had something and I hit him over the head. I couldn't believe it. But you know, when you're so scared, I hit him over the head, broke the damn
Mm-mm.
head. He never did it again. You know? Then I realized then, no, I don't have to freaking take the shit.
True.
So that was it. I said, this shit will never happen to me again. I will always be there, stand up for myself. So that's what I do. So those things don't
Okay.
happen
Mm-hmm.
anymore.
Liz, talk to me, Liz. Oh, Liz,
She's
unmute,
mute.
unmute,
Where's
Liz,
the
unmute. I had muted you because you were talking. And unmute. Yeah, unmute. Uh, unmute.
Isai Beans is
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm I had someone verbally abusive, but never somebody to put their hands on me. They might have threatened to do it, but they never did it.
Okay.
I would have stabbed him.
Yeah, I
Mm.
know you, Brooklyn style. All right. Miss Teresa, talk to
No,
me. Have
Puerto
you ever
Rico,
been?
I would have
Yeah, Puerto
freaking.
Rican broads don't play. They don't play.
Yeah, I was with my partner from a young age for 14 years, and my relationship was very abusive. It weren't just physical; it was mental as well. You know, I can share an example with you. I was locked in a flat for a week once. You know, no contact with the outside world. My partner was on drugs, and my relationship was very abusive. You know, to the point where I had to have counselling to get me over that. You know, to make me believe in myself. You know, because when a man gets in your head, and I'm not tying all men with the same brush because I don't believe all men are the same. I truly don't. But there are some men that are, you know, wicked out there. You know, and when they get inside a woman's head, you know, they tell you you're worthless. They tell you, you know, no man will look at you. You know, they make you
Mm-hmm.
believe that, and because of the love that I thought I had for this man, you know, for years it went on, and until you know, until one day, you know, he broke my jaw and my face was black and blue, and that was the turning point for me. I didn't could take it no more, you know. So I kind of got out of it and got support, and you know, went to counselling and built myself back up. And you know, it took me 7 years to get through that. But when I came through it, I came through it, you know, and it's made me a beautiful, strong woman today because I will not let no one ever abuse me like that again. So, yeah. And I had it
Real.
in both of my relationships were violent.
Good for you.
Good for you, girl.
Wow. Wow.
So,
What?
yeah, been
yeah.
there.
Definitely. Definitely.
That's great.
You know, it's crazy, and it's the good part about it. You're out of something like that. You know what I'm saying? You definitely out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
Let me see. No, Dope Queen.
Let me see now. Dope Queen.
Where is she?
Yeah,
She's not
she's
there.
there. I'm trying to get her. Um.
Where is she?
Dope
Yeah,
Queen, you're mute.
Dope Queen.
You're
Yeah,
mute.
she's
You're mute.
there.
You're
I'm
mute. You're
trying
mute. You're mute.
to get
You're mute.
her.
She's on that. All right, Bevsy, talk to me.
Um,
Um, more
Dope
verbal,
Queen, you're
verbal
mute.
abuse. Yeah, never about or anything never like got that. Slapped just about or anything like abuse. That. Just verbal abuse. But that's just bad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just
With your
bad.
head.
Yeah. So yeah. Got out before it could have got any worse. You know. And that's me. I ain't letting no. I ain't gonna be in a relationship with no man and think that he has the right to beat me or do whatever. Hell no.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Only my father was allowed to beat me, and that is it. No, not no man, whether I'm married to him or not. No, no, but but they think because you married to him, you know what I mean. They can do this and they can do that and get away with it. No, don't work like that. Mm, that was that. I think the furthest he ever got to doing anything was throw a cup of
Wow.
coffee over me.
Throw a cup of coffee over
Yeah,
you. Wow. No kidding.
yeah. It wasn't hot
Mere
though,
fact, thank God it's not. It
but
wasn't
yeah,
hot because it would have been the
For real.
same.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah. Waste man nutcase.
Mm.
Unbelievable. Who else? Let me see. Liz, talk to me.
I just told you I was.
Joke.
She's having issues.
Mhm.
Yeah. All
Mhm.
right. Did I go through? Oh yeah. All right. So now we went to the abusive relationship and things like that.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
Dope
Sorry,
Queen. Yes.
I had to attend to my son. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Dope Queen, talk to me now.
Yeah.
Abusive
You
relationship.
were talking about abusive relationships. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in a couple of them. Um, the last one, I nearly died because he threw
What?
me off. He threw me off. I was like 18. He threw me off the window, and I
What?
Well,
yeah,
Oh my God.
and I flew from.
you can't see your face, Joke Queen.
Hmm?
No, we're
Can't see
seeing
your
it. Yeah, we're
face.
seeing her face. We're seeing her face.
That's
Yeah,
it.
we're seeing
That's
her
it.
face.
Oh, you can't see her face.
Can you see me
Yeah, we on
better now?
Mixcloud. Yeah, we're seeing her face.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the other one. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so um, the first one was the first boyfriend, then my first love. Yeah, he was controlling and abusive, and he he actually he actually the last time he hit me, he hit me with a brick in my head.
What?
Whoa.
I still have the
Mm,
hole inside. Like if I touch it, it makes me feel dizzy.
Mm.
And um, I just with this abuse, you you tolerate it. Someone does it, and you end up thinking they do it because they love you. But I don't really think it's love when someone has to lay their hands on you.
It sure isn't.
Yeah. So where we come from in Zimbabwe, females they don't really. I don't know about now, but the time that I grew up, if you I had to open a case for him because he hit me with a brick and I was bleeding. I went to the police station to try and open a case, and they burst out laughing, like the whole camp. They're laughing. They're like, "Why was he beating you? Were you
Why?
whoring? Like, were you whoring?" Do you know that I walked out of that station? I didn't. I ended up not opening the case. So it's always been the case where we come from. If a woman is being beaten, it's
Something she's
because
doing.
she's a hoe, she's cheated or something, and they make fun out of a man. So you find out that a lot of Zimbabwean men very abusive. That explains why I don't really date Zimbabweans. So the second relationship, he threw me out of the window. Like we were staying together, and my friend who he didn't like, who was my best friend, who he didn't like, had a party, and it was a birthday party. So it was an afternoon thing. It was a party in the afternoon, and the party was there by a house, and then after the birthday party, there was the after party where we were going to the club. So when I told him I was going to go to my friend's thingy because he didn't like her, he was like, "No, you're not going." I'm like, "Hell no, this is my best friend. Like it wouldn't make sense if I'm not there. Like she won't understand why I'm not there." He's like, "Oh no, 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 you're not going." So that's the previous night. So the following day, I just he left, and then I went ahead and you know, went to the party whilst he was away. When he came back, I was gone, and we had a lot to drink. We had the birthday at the house. We went to the after party. We're hitting shooters and everything. Then because I'd been drinking from afternoon and throughout the whole night. I met this other Tanzanian guy. He was like a friend, and he was like, I haven't seen you in a long time. So since I'd been dating this guy, he also kept me away from the party scenes. So I wasn't going to the clubs anymore. He was like keeping me inside. He didn't want me to go anywhere, and he didn't like the idea that I I'm a well-known person, and I get random people. Like when we go to the club, I get almost everyone greeting me. So he kept me in the house. So now this guy is like, this friend of mine is like, "I haven't seen you in a long time." So we're talking, we're catching up and everything, and I'd been drunk. So he's like, "Oh, you wrote a joint of weed." So you know what happens when you've been drinking lots of alcohol and then you smoke weed?
Yeah, you get
Yes,
horny. You get horny.
it wasn't horny.
You get horny. That's what happened. You
No,
drink, you're
it's
half
no, we
intoxicated, and you
didn't.
roll a joint,
Not
you're
true.
horny.
No, it wasn't. We both drank, and he's like, I think I must have asked for the weed. I'm like, "Dude, do you have weed?" He's like, "I have it by my house," and he didn't live so far from the
Ooh, so
club.
you went to the
So
house.
I'm like, "Okay, let's go smoke. I really need, I'm sick and tired of drinking alcohol. I need to smoke a joint now." So we left the club. The idea was to go and smoke the joint and then quickly go back to the club because it wasn't far
Who
from
who
the
fucked who now?
the house wasn't far from the club.
Who fucked who?
The funny thing is, we never even
Y'all
fucked.
didn't?
We ne-
You on the alcohol and weed and no fucking? Nah, man.
we were so I don't know what type of weed that is, but we were so sloshed. Um, Now here's the best part. Now we got there, we smoked the joint, and because I'd been drinking, I'd been very drunk, and he probably had been drinking as well because he was drunk. So we smoked the joint, and then we just got bazonked and we slept. And mind you, this is me who stays with her boyfriend who said I shouldn't go to my friend's thingy.
So I
So
could see why he
I'm
throw your
out.
ass through the window.
So now I woke up like, when you wake up not knowing where you are. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm seeing curtains. I'm like, this is not my house. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, oh, by the way, we came here to smoke weed. And and, and this guy is sleeping. We didn't do anything, trust me. Yes, his clothes on. We just smoked the weed and we knocked out from the
Dope
weed. I don't
queen,
know what
dope
kind.
queen.
What,
You sure when you wasn't sleeping, he just bring it to one side, did what he had to do?
Oh, the first thing I saw my clothes is on and everything. The first thing I felt down there to feel if it's been
How
tempered
you
with.
gonna know? Hold on, back up here, back up. Hold up, ladies. Like, I don't get this. Like, how would you know? Worse if the guy's small too. How you gonna know that you was tampered with unless there's some form?
He gonna
No,
leave
Nikki,
something
hold
behind.
on.
You
Unless
know.
You would
You
know
would
if a
know.
guy has done that to
bullshit.
me. You would
If
know.
if
No, you know.
there's any
You
form of
know.
ejaculation,
Would you know if somebody had
You would
tampered with
know.
you?
If someone tempered with you,
I
would
wouldn't
know.
know shit.
You Well, any female would know. Like if you touch there, it's gonna tell you that it's been played around with and left. So now I know we didn't do anything. So after that, I was like, dude, why didn't you wake me up? He's like, Dude, I also slept, as you can see. Like I'm only waking up now. I'm like, and what am I supposed to tell my boyfriend? This is like 7 o'clock in the morning now. So we never went back to the club. We went to have the joint, and then we knocked out. And this is me waking up like 7, and I haven't gone back home. Then I was like, okay, no, I'll just go and I don't know. I slept. I would tell him I slept by my friend. I got there. This motherfucker was chilling there waiting for me. Yeah, the newspaper in there. It's like, what's up, ho? Good morning, ho.
Oh,
bruh. Yes.
I was, still hungover from there. I was still a bit drunk. I'm like, he's calling me a hoe. It's like, how much did you hoe around for the sleepover where you went? How much did they fuck you for?
mm.
He's like, you must have made money last night. I see you didn't come back home. You're busy whoring the whole night. You must have made money. I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I made a lot of money. Because, he was being nasty with me. He didn't even ask me where I'm coming from, and he's calling me a whore, and I've been whoring. So I was playing around and also being rude. I'm like, yeah, I made a lot of money. Like, and it's like, so you're actually talking back to me, and he started hitting me like a joke. He started hitting me. I wanted to fight back, but he was so angry. He locked up everything. He took, like, those old school computers, that power cable, the one that came. Yeah, he took it off and he started hitting me with that.
Whoa.
He started hitting me everywhere. He started hitting me.
So
Then
you
I was
got
screaming. No one was
you got a
coming.
proper beat down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I ran to the balcony. We were in the 4th floor.
You go to jail?
I was screaming for help. I ran to the balcony. I thought maybe people can hear me because this guy was killing me with that thing. He was even giving me fists, and I was like hitting the wall. I was like, this guy is going to kill me here. He was hitting me so hard. He was hitting me like he's hitting a man, you know.
Wow.
So then I managed to get to the balcony. Then I wanted to scream from the balcony. This motherfucker lifted my legs up and pushed me. It is by luck that I'm alive. If you see where I fell from, like from 4th floor, it's like a flat building, and a block of apartments, and it starts with like the garage part, and then the 1st floor, the 2nd. So literally, it's almost like the 5th floor I came from. And I flew. I remember feeling the air in the. I remember feeling that I'm flying.
Look, a woman.
I'm feeling like I'm flying. When you feel the wind blowing, like you're in the air, but you don't have wings, but you can feel that I'm in the air, and you're gonna land. You don't know how you're gonna land because you're coming from so far. And I just remember, in the air, and then I'm on the ground. I went there. I broke the one leg. So I went there and I lay on the ground. I could not move from the position that I fell in. I could not move. I could not talk. I could not do nothing. I was lying there for almost 40 minutes. I was lying there.
Nobody.
No one could see me. I couldn't scream. I was broken. The hands were broken. The leg was broken, and I could not move. I just went in. I was in just that position, and I could not even talk or scream or yell. I was talking, but I couldn't talk loud enough because of the impact. I think my whole body was just
lungs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So at the building security guard, when he was making his routine rounds to check the building, that's when he saw me. He was even scared. He thought because it was late at night, he thought it's a witch because where we come from, it's wait a minute. The beat down, it happened at night. I came in the morning. This guy, he went to drink. I forgot that part. we had that little talk where he called me a whore and whatever, and I was talking, sarcasm to him. I was being sarcastic and I was being nasty too. And then he acted cool, like he doesn't have a problem with it. And he just went out. He bathed and he dressed and he went out the whole day. And this whole day he had been drinking. This guy. When he came back stinking of alcohol. So when he beat me when he was drunk. He went somewhere where he went to drink. He drank like the whole food day. I don't know how much he drank, but he came stinking of alcohol.
Wow.
Then he restarted that topic. That's when he hit me, and I went to the ground. Now this guy is the guy that makes the routine. The security guy saw me lying there, and then he saw me lying there, and he screamed. He's like, "What?" And then I'm like, "Help me!" And I was like talking in a very low voice. I'm like, "Help me!" It's like, "What's happening?" I'm like, "I fell." He's like, "From where?" I'm like, "From 408." He's like, "From there?" I'm like, "Yeah, my boyfriend threw me." And then he called the ambulance and everything. And yeah, within a few minutes, the ambulance came and then they took me in. And yeah, they did my x-rays. I had two broken, both hands were broken in the left ankle. So when the following day when I left the hospital, this motherfucker, he still threw me. He didn't even look for me, even though he knew he threw me
They
from.
put him in jail?
Wow.
Did you just
He
say you left hospital the next day?
Remember, she's saying that the cops they think
this
that she
then
deserve it.
it was on the Saturday night that I went for that party. So then the Sunday morning, I go to the house. I found this guy sitting there. That's when he was making those comments like, "Whoa, how much did you hold?" This, that, and I, talked back bad because I thought
So
that
you
was
get so
rude
you get
instead
the
of
beat
asking
down
where
the
I'm from.
the Sunday the Sunday
The,
night.
the Sunday
Yeah.
evening, yeah, Sunday night. It was around 10ish, going to 11 in the evening.
And then the
I was
security
thinking,
found you,
we are cool and
and then
everything, and this guy
and
left in the
and
morning, the morning that we exchanged
the
words.
security found you like in the morning, probably 1 2 o'clock within them time there.
You found me around 30 or close to 40 minutes after I fell. I remember I was lying there for long, and no one could see me because this is just a block of flats and people are inside. No one is really outside. So this guy, he hit me and he threw me, and I was lying there 40 minutes. So the security guys, they do those routine checkings. When he was doing that routine checkup for the building with his torch, that's when he saw me.
So what?
And he's
So
like, "What are you doing there?" I'm like, "My boyfriend threw me." It's like, "How long ago?" I'm like, "I've been lying here for long and
so
I can't move. I can't do
so how
nothing."
did the cops deal with that? Did he just get away with that?
Oh, well, he was arrested. Well, I was working as a waitress. And now, when I came out of when the doctor that helped me, he was like, "You can't let this guy walk because he was gonna kill you. This is like attempted murder, so you can't. It doesn't matter he's your boyfriend. You can't keep quiet about this." So, and he even said he's going to make a follow up and check if I done something. He says if I don't do anything about it, he's going to open the case himself. So I came back with the clashes, and I had plasters both hands. I was on the clashes, and then I went inside. I was thinking maybe this guy has run away because when they went to check him, when the ambulance took me, they said there was no one, so he probably thought I'm dead. So he ran out of the flat. So I thought maybe he's not there by the time I got to the house because he also didn't come to the hospital. I found this motherfucker in the house with his friends smoking weed and playing some dancehall, partying like the bitch is dead or the bitch is gone. And it pissed me off. Like, how do you throw someone off a balcony? And even if you suspect that a person fucked or cheated or whatever, you don't have evidence. Because if he had asked me, I swear to God, if I had fucked, I would still say yeah, because this is a long time ago thing. I did not fuck this guy. We smoked weed and I knocked out. So he could have asked me and I would have explained. So he had it in his head that no, she didn't sleep here, so she was with someone else. So he felt that I needed to die because of that, because of my
Mm.
pussy.
And what happened to him?
After they locked him up, what
Well,
happened?
then then I had I went and I opened a case for him, and I told his family because we had been together long. Even I knew the family, and we them the mom and everything, because she also used to come to SA and stuff like that. So I had to tell the family that I had opened up a case for him and he had been taken in for attempted murder and this and that, and also that I can't go to work because now my hands I'm on clashes. I can't even bath. So she had to come. The mom had to come from Zimbabwe to like take care of me,
Wow.
Oh,
and then
no, tell me that.
the son was
So
in
how
jail.
long he stayed in jail for?
Months. He was months and months, and later on, women were so
Yeah,
stupid.
you pull
Later,
back. Yeah, you let him out because you say okay, yeah, let him out.
I did. He was calling me from jail. Saying like,
Hey,
do you?
Liz,
How are you feeling
Liz,
about this? I don't
Liz, the
know.
dick is
Women,
good.
I don't know why we
The
do
dick is
this.
good.
Oh
The dick
yeah,
is good.
yeah, yeah.
Now, what you
The
trying to tell
dick
me?
is good.
And
That's what happened.
Now, what
no,
you trying to tell me? I'm sorry.
but he had been doing that for a long time, and he had been beating me, but not as much as he did the day he
So,
threw me. He had
but
been
but but
abusing
Let
Let
but
me
me,
tell
dope
you,
queen.
and I would
he be
tolerate
going
But
to
it.
what
jail.
kept him there? The dick is good. That's the bottom line. That's why he's still.
but the
I
thing
don't
is,
know
a
if
man
it's the
can
dick,
want,
but
a man gonna
if
keep hitting you.
an
Yes,
abusive boyfriend, if you're in an abusive relationship, it also becomes a toxic
Yeah, yeah,
relationship.
yeah, Teresa, you're right. He worked on her mind. Yeah, he basically powdered her with his mind.
Yes, he was. He was controlling me, this guy, somehow, and I had to wake up from there. And from that time, I've never let any guy. If you show any signs that you're gonna raise your hand, or if because you know me, I'm open-minded. I like to point out if you piss me off. I like to point out so we can straighten
Oh,
things out.
I do
And
know
most
that.
men don't
I
like
do
it.
know that.
so so most Zimbabwean men, they don't like women who speak up. The women are more
Mm.
of
Strong women.
you have to they have to call the shots, tell you do this, that, and you don't have to question anything. If
Dog
you
Queen,
become that woman that
Dog Queen, let
questions,
me ask you: is this an African thing with the culture? Because even I notice African guy here is like, and they have women who is African. They they dominate the relationship, like tell the woman what to do and what not to do. Is it a cultural thing or is just a macho thing?
it's how this I put up a blog about this. It's how our African men, I think, are raised. They are raised to look down on women. Like if you
Wow.
yes, women don't even have a voice. You can't voice up too much. Look at even politics. We are not allowed to participate in politics. If you look like you know your way around politics, they try to keep you on on that low level where they can control you. And it's like that in relationships too. And the smarter ones, they even get to control even your finances. Like this motherfucker is broke. He's coming to control your bank account and coming to make you do this and that and that. And he still beat you, and he's staying in your house and driving your car. So it's and women, I don't know. We tend to that sense of belonging in our societies as Africans. If you are single, you are looked down on as well. Even if in the business world, if they find out you are a female who's not married, they look at you some type of way, like, oh, she's just looking for attention, she needs some dick. They look at you with that eye. So at the end of the day, most women, they fight to be in relationships. You understand? So sometimes the reason why you'd stay in a relationship, in an abusive relationship, is you're scared of being alone and walking alone in a society that's going to judge you.
Okay.
That is what I
All
think.
right. I have the next question that I wanted to ask now. Saying no to your partner. Saying no to your partner.
Dos quesos y
What?
tres
Um,
jamón.
have you ever said
Sex what?
no to your
To do
partner, especially Teresa?
To
No
where?
to your
Are you
part.
talking to me, Phil?
Huh?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
And when you say no, do
When
you
I
mean
say
what?
no,
In
when I say
what?
no to your partner, you guys are sexually. There's certain things that you will not
Yeah.
do and won't do. You tell your partner no. I'm not getting involved in that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
What?
Teresa's still
Um,
thinking.
in today's society now, or back when I was in an abusive relationship?
Uh,
Are we talking here?
uh, whenever.
whenever.
So,
Oh, okay. I don't know. For me personally, I'm quite highly sex person. I suppose if I'm in a relationship with someone and my man like wants a bit of nookie in the morning or night before he goes to bed, or I feel like that. Um, I don't suppose no. I mean, obviously, unless I'm unwell or something, and I can't perform, then I would say no. But
mhm.
no, no.
Oh,
I don't think I say no unless I wasn't feeling unwell.
uh-huh.
You know,
Sí,
it's that
tranquila que eso se
Okay.
into me. I think.
Okay, so you're saying to me back then
Cuando
back
prende el
then
luz del
you would
lado,
say
va
no to certain things, but
cuando
now
prende la luz
you're being more open minded. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I think because I'm a different person today. I have
así,
worked on
ahí,
myself.
sí,
Okay.
ahí hay
All right.
comida.
I don't know me.
Ahí
Let me see.
en
Liz,
una
Liz,
amarilla.
Liz, Liz,
Coge el-
mute Liz, cause you're loud. Yeah. All right. That's all right.
Sorry.
Now,
Because I wouldn't be in an abusive relationship today. I wouldn't pick a man that's going to abuse me today. I know the difference now, and I know what to look for. So therefore, I'm obviously going to pick someone who I'm going to feel comfortable with. Unless I'm not able, I'm unwell, and I'm not well enough, then no is no.
Nikki, talk to me, Nikki.
I've said no
You
before.
said no. You said no before, and what happened? And why? What
This
was
kid,
happening?
I was just not in the mood. And he just said, okay, fine, and left it.
Oh, you was not in the mood.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, so okay. So if
Some days I'm not in the mood. For me, I'm
mhm.
if you're here with me and I'm going to bed and I'm like, hey, I'm going to bed now, let's go. That means that I'm in the mood right now. Get up and let's
No,
go.
that no
If I
no
go
no
to
no
sleep,
no
no, no, no,
no.
wait. If you're not doing nothing, you're just laying there watching TV, not doing nothing, and especially if you have kids and the kids are asleep right now, and I'm like, let's go now while the kids are asleep, let's go.
Okay,
Because
you
if
got
I
a
go to
point.
sleep,
You got a point.
don't
You
touch
got
me.
a point. Jade, talk to me.
She got back.
Jade, you're mute. Jade is mute. Jade, you're mute. Stay right there, right where you at, right there. Come on up. Yes.
Okay, now
Talk to
I'm
me.
back.
Mhm.
Come up, Jade. Come up,
Definitely,
Jade.
I
Come up,
would
Jade,
say
so
no.
we could see you.
I'm drunk. I've been drinking. I have
Sleep.
look. I
What you
almost finished
drinking?
the
What you drinking?
bottle.
Oh my God! What's that? That look like
Just turning it up.
It's barefoot.
Moscato.
Moscato.
It was
Okay,
hot. It's
talk to
hot.
me,
Moscato.
Jade.
I've been drinking. Oh my God. I'm not. Anyway, I would say no because I think you're entitled to. If you don't want, you
You're
just
going
don't
back
want
down,
to.
Jade. We can't
So
see you.
no
We only
yet.
see your nose. No,
Can you
come
see
back
me
up now.
again?
Yeah,
Now we can. Now we can.
talk to me. All right. So you say you said no before, and you different depending on the circumstances. You'll say no. Now, all right. Dope Queen, talk to me. Would you say no?
Well, yeah, only maybe if I find out, you had been cheating. But otherwise, well, my man, I would want to give him any time, anywhere, any place, anytime he requests. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, cause he's my man. Like, why would I say no if you want to? Like, I'm supposed to give him any time that he feels like, even if it's
Six
in the
days, six
bushes.
days, 6 days, 6 days a week, twice on Sundays.
mm,
3 times on
eh,
Sunday.
3 times on
well, with
Sunday. Bumbo.
Yeah.
What? Eh,
Before I
okay,
feel like
dog queen, I hear you. Bev, see, talk to me. Talk to me, Bev. What Bev gone right in the corner? Why you guys just move? Bev, come back this side so that we could see
and
you.
Bev has been quiet for a long time. I don't know what she's busy thinking there.
Yeah.
Well, I just waiting for him to come to me. Um, yeah, I said no, and he said to me, "Why not?" I said, "Because I don't feel like it." And then he started like I moved out of the room, and then he started coming into the other room and chasing me around the room. I went to him, "If you touch me, I'm going to get you in trouble for
Oh my
rape,
God.
right?" listen, listen. And then it turned into a joke thing.
Playful.
Um, yeah, it turned playful. Yeah, then so yeah, in the end, he got what he wanted.
So,
But when I said a rape thing, it was just a joke thing. He
uh,
knew what I was talking
so,
about. But
so,
yeah,
Bev,
and he turned
Bev,
and
he,
we ended up getting down. And
That's
Bev,
another
you
Bev,
want to
thing.
Bev, he
foreplay.
knows that you
You want
normally
to
say
foreplay.
no. You just play around because you want it certain ways. Is that it?
no, I don't know. I wouldn't normally say no. No, if I want sex, then yeah, you can have it. You know what I mean? But I just didn't feel like it at that time. And then when he started coming into all the other rooms and touching me and everything, and then it turned into a
And
joke
she got the
thing.
foreplay.
Um,
All right.
yeah,
I
yeah,
got a
and it just
question. All right. I got a
that was
question
it.
on that. Now, if you guys, all of y'all, ready,
Yeah.
all right? All of y'all ready, and the guy is not ready, what you guys gonna do?
Make him
Like
Get
stand
them
for
ready.
it.
you
Make them
guys
Make
ready.
him
you
ready.
guys horny
Make
Make
them
him
ready,
ready.
Yeah.
and he
ready.
okay, I like that. I like that with Dope Queen. She said make him what would you do to make him
Yeah,
ready? Hold up, hold up,
yeah, I'm
hold up.
gonna work on
Make them
him.
One
ready.
person, Dope Queen said make him ready. Y'all didn't say that. Let me hear what she said. When you say make him ready, explain.
Well, first of all, if I if I know that um I'm going to ask him for it. Like, I will obviously dress kinky and dress nice and sexy, like those little outfits that, and yeah, and approach him. Then if he doesn't look into it, then I'll go down on him.
Okay. That will definitely wake him up. That wake him up.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who wouldn't wake up with head. unless they
Let's date that. Yeah.
unless they fake it.
Nikki says she don't know who will wake up with a good head. Wow. Yeah, Nikki, talk to me.
Yes, I'm gonna wake him up from
How
head
you
to
wake
toe.
you? How you go about doing
Whoa,
that?
head to
Huh?
toe.
From head to toe.
Yeah. How would you
Yeah.
go about head to
Yes,
toe?
I'm
What like
going
what?
all down that. Listen, listen. Nigga down the chest. They go play
Oh
with
my
it.
god.
They go suck it and make him up. And once it's up, I'm on top. Job is done.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Hold on,
gonna
Hey,
you gonna lick balls
Liz.
and all that.
Liz,
shit
I am
eating.
hungry just looking at that meal. How if you have a man, Liz, and you're ready and he's not ready, how would you do to get him ready?
Put your lips on it.
Woo! She said put her lips on it. Okay, so we got Dope Queen, Liz, and who else said that?
Me?
And Nikki. Okay, did Bev answer that question? Bev,
No.
answer that question.
Yeah, I'm gonna
When
work
you
on
say
him.
working in,
Yes.
what do you do?
And
Get your hammer and your nail and chisel. What?
no,
What do you mean work on him?
I'm gonna get the axe. on him so
Yeah.
he
So what
can't
do you
move.
do?
Oh, I know the ins and outs, doesn't he? Yeah, yeah, I will work on him, like Nikki says, from
She
top to
Nikki
bottom,
when
yes. By the time I finish, he ain't gonna say no.
Nikki
Trust me.
when I have no idea what you're
He
talking
ain't gonna
about, babe,
say no.
because Nikki explained when she said head to toe what she mean.
I'm just telling you, I'm gonna work
How
on
do
him
you
from
work on
head
a
to
man from
toe.
head to toe? I'm a man. I have no idea how a woman work on you from head to toe. No, no,
You
no,
want
no,
me to come
no.
and work on
Hey,
Just
you from
tell
head to
me.
toe?
Just tell me what you do. What you do? You kiss his neck.
I
What
can
you
show you,
do?
but I
Don't
can
tell me
tell you.
work on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make myself look nice for him, dress up for him, and he ain't gonna be able
Okay.
to
You
refuse it.
see how
And I'm just
easy
gonna be
that
naked.
was?
He's gonna want it.
Jade. Jade.
I'm just gonna get naked.
Hold
That's
on.
it.
Hold on. Hold on, Nikki.
okay, okay. I would.
Go ahead, Nikki. What were you saying?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get naked.
taking me
You get
off
naked.
Just get naked. Just
with
get
me
naked.
back.
Okay. Talk to
Yeah,
me.
dress
Talk to
up
me.
and
Talk to me,
do
Jade.
whatever you do.
Yes, definitely get naked. His favorite position. Just position yourself. What is he gonna do? Run out of the room? Walk away? Just show him
No,
it all.
just lay down and put your legs in the air.
You
That's
could
it.
do
Say
that,
no.
or you could go on all fours. Whatever you do.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
saying no, and
Open your
you know,
butt cheeks and said, take the
all
back.
fours,
Whoa, whoa,
right?
whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm gonna be in
Nikki,
control.
did you?
But then what would
Hold up,
make
Nikki. Did
what
Nikki? Did you say open your butt cheeks?
Say,
Hey, hey, I ain't going that far.
Oh my god!
Woo!
What?
What one
What?
got you,
Show him
Triple? What one got you?
what? Show him your this image to
Open the butt
open
cheeks.
the butt
you
crack.
ready for the back? Let's go.
Nikki said,
Yeah.
open the two butt cheeks. He ready.
Like come and get
Yep.
that's a good one.
Hold. You fully you fully. So
Say
hold
no, you're
on, Nikki.
ready for
You
this.
fully fledged anal wise.
No, I'm saying you're gonna open your ass. When you open your ass,
No,
you're
you
gonna see
no,
everything,
babe. You did not
and
say
you're gonna
that.
just lay there.
Don't turn the conversation now.
Listen,
You
listen,
said no. There are
listen.
two
No,
different
no, no, no.
locations.
The ass, excuse, the ass sign has the ass has a sign.
No,
There's
you.
no entrance.
But that's not
Okay.
what you said. You said, oh, so why would you open the two butt cheeks?
Cause you're gonna see everything when you open your ass. You're on the bed.
Oh
You're gonna
my
lay down on your
god.
stomach. You're gonna open your ass and say, take the back.
Okay.
You heard the sound backers? There you go. Backers.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have to take off your hat. You're getting comfortable.
All
You're
right. I'm
hot.
looking
You
at. Look at
take the
Teresa.
hat.
Look at Teresa.
You need to laugh. That's right.
Teresa, you okay, babes? You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah. I'm me.
Teresa, you.
You know what? You haven't asked me what I do
I'm
yet,
about to
Triple.
ask you, but I'm trying to let you catch your breath. Talk to me, love.
Mine's more of a fantasy that's going to become my reality.
Okay.
I'm going to put red bottom shoes on. I'm going to get the oil out. I'm going to give him a nice massage. I'm going to put my baby doll suit on. I'm going to put some music on. And I'm going to get seductive.
Woo!
I don't know whether it'll work, but I'll give it a go.
So when you say seductive, how seductive would your seductively be?
But I'm going to start off by giving him a nice massage. I'm going to work my way down his face, down to his neck, give him a little kiss round here, get round to his nipples, give them a little play. I'm going to try and go down his side. I'm going to play with Mr. Ding Dong, see where that goes. Yeah, maybe even give him a nice foot massage. I'm sure, you know, he won't miss Busty Beryl, will he?
Yeah, if he's into foot massage, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. All right. Another question now. Hold up now. Since we're on that, fulfilling your partner fantasy to please him or her. Anybody has ever done that? Fulfilling their
Oh
partner
yeah,
fantasy? Hold on, Dope Queen said, "Oh yeah, what was
yeah,
his fantasy?"
like a threesome.
God, stop right there. You got that fantasy for your partner? Fucking a.
I, I, I did, yeah.
All right. Who else? Talk to me. Talk to me. That is hot.
Well, you know, it's not about the
Talk
second.
to me. Talk to me, Betsy. Ha- Talk to me on that.
No, I've been asked
No, 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 no,
to
no,
do a
no.
threesome, but I
You,
refused.
Bev, hold
He
on, Bev.
asked me. He
Listen to the question. You did not do the threesome, so you did not fulfill his fantasy.
no,
Right, that's what I'm
no,
saying.
no, I haven't.
Fulfilling
No,
your partner's fantasy to please him. Have you ever done that? Fulfill your partner fantasy.
no, he never asked.
He never asked you to fulfill.
Never asked about any fantasy or
Okay,
anything like that.
Miss
So
McGuire, Miss
that was
McGuire, have you ever fulfilled your partner fantasy?
No.
Okay, Nikki, have you ever fulfilled your partner's fantasy?
For
Jade,
real.
have you ever fulfilled your partner fantasy?
Interestingly, you asked me no, but he asked me last night, and I'm actually thinking about it.
Oh shit.
True.
Okay. Did
And
he did he did he tell you what it is? What he said?
Of course,
Oh,
that
so you
threesome.
thinking about it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
that's every man's dream.
Yeah, every man want
That's
that.
every man's dream.
So if every man's want
Yeah.
that, if you getting your fantasy fulfilled, why you wouldn't fulfill his?
For mine.
Huh?
What my
I'm not into
I hear
that.
you.
I'm not.
what is my fantasy?
I have no. What's your fantasy?
I don't know.
Nikki, what's your what?
yeah, but
Nikki,
then
what's your
the thing
Nikki,
is
what's your
with men.
fantasy?
I don't know yet. I'm
Ha-
still working on that.
have you ever had a threesome?
Yeah, when I was like 21.
Oh, how was that?
It was fucking awesome because I was high as shit.
That's a
That,
good
I
way
was
to
high
do
as
it.
hey,
hell.
that's not the question that you asked. You said that's not the question what you asked just to me, yeah, about
Yeah,
the thing. And you know, he did
but
ask
you didn't
a
give it to
threesome.
him. But you didn't give it
He
to
did
him.
ask, but I refused. No, because I don't want to get into a threesome with a man, another
Okay,
man,
okay.
or
Would
another
you
woman.
get into
No,
a fantasy with two men? Huh?
That's my
no.
fantasy. That's my fantasy. That's my fantasy. That's
No,
my
you
fantasy.
ain't you ain't gonna
Yeah,
get
Rosie,
that.
that's my
You ain't gonna
fantasy.
get that feel. Two guys.
Yes,
That
that's
would
my
have been
fantasy,
awesome.
and that's the reason I had a fight with my ex-boyfriend because I got him to do the threesome where we had to, and it became a habit. We're bringing girls, and I requested that we bring a guy this time. Then he get two of you get to do me, and he wouldn't. Men always just want to get that fantasy, and they don't want to
You
give
know
back the
what?
fantasy
You're
because
right.
that's my
Exactly.
fantasy too.
That
Like
is
I
a
would,
fear. That's a fear statement. That's a fear statement. He should have. He should have. If you had no problem giving him that fantasy, it's gonna be tough on a guy. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be tough on the guy. But if you're giving him his fantasy fulfilled, then he should grant you your fantasy. It's a fair deal. It's a fair
yeah,
deal.
it's a fair
You know,
deal.
it's
Yeah.
gonna
He's
be tough.
thinking
It's
of
gonna be
himself
tough.
and
I ain't
not.
gonna lie. I'm a
Yeah.
dude. I'm a dude.
The
It
thing will
would be
come is that
tough, but when you look at
you're
it as a fair
considering
deal, you have to. You know what I'm saying? Liz, have you fulfilled
it.
your guy fantasy? What was that
Yeah,
fantasy?
he wanted to do more than one woman, so he
God
did.
damn, like how many person here did experience that and it's so cool? You know, nice. I like how you guys are open minded. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like how you're open minded.
What about a plan to have sex too?
Huh? Yeah. Mute a little bit.
See,
All right. Yeah. All right. Now my next subject, because I'm wrapping it up. So my next subject now.
Listen, no.
Échale de este.
Hang on, Triple.
Spray. A
Yeah.
la cama y a la almohada.
All right. N-
Eso es cloro y un
yeah.
poquito de
Mute,
agua
please.
y
Mute, please. When you're talking, mute. All right. The next one now. What
es
would you do for love, and what wouldn't you do for love? What would you do for love, and what wouldn't you do for love?
Not gonna
I
kill for
wouldn't
love.
die or
Huh?
kill nobody. I would not give up my child. Um I would not give up my family. I would not give up I would not kill nobody, and I would not um kill kill nobody for them or kill
Okay. So what
nothing
would
like
you
that.
do for love? That's what you wouldn't do. What would you do?
I
All
don't
right.
know.
Think about that. We'll come back to that. Nikki, talk to me.
Oh, eso que
I'm
le
not
estaba
gonna kill for
contando.
you, but I'll do everything else in my power to love you and keep you.
Okay. Teresa, talk to me, love.
Big question, isn't it? Because we all want love in life. We want to meet that special someone, and
¿Quieres echar un poquito de agua a las
I'm
matas?
I'm
No
I'm
lo,
nearly
lo
54, and
estamos
I haven't
mojando
met that special someone yet. Like, and
que
um,
tiene.
what I would do to keep that love, if I found that love, would be just be me, just be as open and honest as I can be, and try to work with that person on the good days and the bad days. When I do not for love, I wouldn't let them control me again. Put it that way. It'd have to be very open and equal. You know what I mean? And ain't gonna happen. Simple. And go in with honesty and an open mind too, because sometimes people ain't always what you think they are. You have to learn about them and learn their likes and your dislikes, and because I'm not perfect, and I don't believe nobody is.
Hmm.
So yeah,
I like that. Yep. That is so true. Who am I missing? Jade, talk to me, love. What would you do for love, and what wouldn't you not do for love?
Well, I would not kill, but I would do other things. Financial, make some other sacrifices. I would lie, but I would not kill.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. I like that. Bebsy, talk to me.
Yeah. What I would do for love and what I wouldn't do for love. Yeah, same as I wouldn't kill for love. Um, Depending on the guy, I wouldn't die for him.
You would, but if you
I
meet the
wouldn't
right
die for
one,
him.
you would.
What,
You
die
said
for him?
depending on the
Good on
guy.
it.
Remember, that's what you said.
Yeah,
Depending on the guy. If
depending.
you if you if you meet that
Depending.
right guy, you will die for him.
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
would die for him. Yes,
Okay.
depending.
Sí, hay una cosa que tú lo tiras para abajo,
Yeah.
una funda allí.
And
Mira,
and for love, then yes, I do everything for him. I wouldn't want him to want for anything. Um, I'd love him in the way that he's supposed to be loved.
Okay. I like that. All right. Switching up real fast because I got 15 minutes or so to go. Okay. Noise making. You got some. The guy could be very noisy than the girl. The girl could be very noisy than the guy. Between you and your partner, who is noisier than the other?
Me.
Me,
me,
Put up hand. Who is noisier than the other? Let me see. Put up
me,
hands. Okay, so we have Nikki. Okay. Betsy, did you put up hand? Okay. All right.
Well,
Deal with
yeah,
Nikki.
yeah.
Nikki, why
well,
you know?
I get, I get to be noisy. It depends on who is doing it. Yeah, if it's someone that I'm really into, yeah, I get to be loud. But if I'm not really into you, I don't want to give you that satisfaction. Like I would not, unless
Right,
if
you
you,
gotta be putting it on
unless if
right.
you, unless if you're boring me, I'll just make the noise so you can come quick and just jump off.
There you go.
Does that really work? Does that work?
Yes,
Ooh, it
they
does.
believe it.
Yeah,
You
It
think
I
does.
you're
wouldn't.
doing
I
They
something?
believe
wouldn't.
it.
It does.
That really?
Ay,
Yep.
Can you,
ahí está bien.
can you repeat the question again?
No importa.
Hello, apágalo. Tiene un botón grande.
Oh man.
Dale.
Oh, you can't. What do you want? Lizzie,
Okay.
mute.
Yeah,
Sí.
go ahead now. Go ahead now.
What are you asking me?
Teresa, between you and
Yeah,
your
I forgot
partner,
what he
which one is
asked.
more noisier?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I haven't got a partner, but when I'm playing with Dave, I think I am.
Ooh. Oh, no. Not who is Dave?
Her, her boyfriend.
Black
No,
Her
Dave.
he's not Dave. He is black something.
Black
Black
Dave.
Not a
Dave.
man.
Black Dave.
Black.
Black Dave
Oh,
is the
black Dave.
builder.
Oh, okay. So you're very noisy when you're playing with him.
Leave that to
Yeah,
fantasy.
with the toys, I actually wanted to say with the toys, like the orgasm is kind of different. Like from it's got an impact more than.
So Dope Queen, are you telling me that
And it
your
depends.
neighbor know when you're using that?
Ooh, the other time I was sweating up in here, like sweating and even and making noise like there's someone here. And
And
I
when
laughed
the
at
toys
myself.
open, when the toys
So what happened?
I laughed. I laughed because then I was sweating. I'm like, what the
You
hell?
were working up.
How
You
do
were
I get
working
to?
up a steam.
Oh, I was going
That shit
hard.
was good, innit
You
it?
know,
That shit was good, right?
I laughed at myself. I laughed at
Oh,
myself.
why not? Oh, why not? And yet, you know, I would say I'm more noisy as well because, and it depends what he's doing. What he's doing to me. So I might be, he could be touching my breast or doing whatever, and I might be more noisier there, depending,
So you say you're
on
more
what he's
sensitive?
doing.
Oh,
For
okay, okay.
example, yeah, I remember one night we was here and we was
Bev, come
getting
on to the
down to the
corner.
nitty
Yeah.
gritty. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
getting down to the nitty gritty, right? And the next morning, I was coming out, and my neighbour who lives underneath me, he says to me, Bev, I went, yeah. He says, was everything all right with you last
Oh my
night? I went, yeah, why? He says there was a whole heap of noise. He says, I didn't know whether to come and knock your door to see if you was all right or
Is your
Oh
not.
my
hold on? Is your
God.
neighbor male or female?
man.
He's married. Him and his wife was down there, but it was him that was
So you know
asking
him and
me.
his wife discussed you that night.
Yeah, no, because they could hear us.
Mm,
Oh, well, when he asked me, I could feel like ice on my face. I could feel my face.
to the red.
And every time I see him, I just didn't want to pass him because I'm who's gonna remember that? Did I felt embarrassed.
Oh my God, Jay,
Seriously. But hey, it
Jay,
happened.
yeah, Jay, talk to
Yeah.
me. Who is much more noisier?
Oh my God. I am noisy, but I've had noise. When I thought I was noisy, the opposite sex being noisier than I am, I'm like, shit.
Yeah, make
Had that shit.
oh dear.
Yeah, it's actually a turn off when the guy gets to be noisier than you. You be looking like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like, oh my God, I'm
When he tries to
Oh,
gag you, it's going.
So you say
you
it's a
think you
turn
I
off,
know?
don't
Dope
think
Queen.
I
You say it's
don't
a
think
turn
that
off.
it's
Do you think you're aware?
yeah, it's a turn
Do you
off.
think you're
What?
aware of the No,
How are you going to be on top of me and just screaming like a woman? Oh my God! Oh my!
do you
That's
think
me.
you're aware of the
It's me
noise
who's
that you're
supposed to be
making?
saying that.
And
See
some of the
facial
things that
expressions and
the
stuff, right?
guys
Like,
come out with, oh my God.
All of you. Nikki, talk to me.
the facial expressions
Oh,
along with
Nikki.
it.
Oh,
The,
like
the
especially when
expressions.
they're getting an orgasm, the two eyes
What?
closed,
They toes curl
the
up and their
mouth
eyes.
and the mouth open.
Yes.
Nah, I don't
I'll
do
be like,
that.
yes.
I don't do that.
I'll be like, yes, girl.
We don't want to know
Now
what
look at
you do.
Nikki. Look at Nikki. Nikki say yes, girl. So you know, yeah, you got him. You got him. Boom, bum. He's done.
He's done. Sleep.
Oh, she's asleep. Woo.
It's
Okay.
like, sometimes like when you're with your partner and they wake up in the morning, and sometimes I think most men wake up and their hearts up in
Horny.
the morning, and I say,
It
"What, you
has
want some
to be
sex?"
hot.
No, I want to go to the toilet.
Nah, that's the best sex. Early morning.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So hold on. So hold
In
on
the
there,
morning
Nikki.
Good
glory.
night,
Hold on,
good
guys. So
night.
Bev, Bev, evening, night, morning. Which is the best ride for you?
All three.
Dope Queen. Evening, night, morning. Which is the best ride for you?
All the time. Like sex is supposed to be
I
sex.
know, but if
It's
you was
nice.
to choose out of all three,
But
night,
okay, if I were to
yeah,
choose
which one would you have chose?
that morning one, like when you're sleeping and you like in your sleep and you have to wake up to a decking. It's
Look at you.
nice.
You can see you
I think
changing
it's the
color. Look at
best.
you. Wow. Jade, talk to me. Then we go to Liz. I'm coming up to you. Jade,
Early
early morning.
morning before work. Yeah,
Okay. Liz,
makes
Yeah,
my
go to
day.
work with a smile on your face.
Face.
Liz,
Uh-huh. There you go.
Liz, talk to me, baby.
I enjoy it if I'm outdoors.
On the beach.
In the
Especially in
park, in the
Nah, not the
park,
beach.
in the park.
And on
In
the
the
beach.
park. I done it in South Street Seaport.
No, Liz, there's South Street Seaport. That's the crowdiest place ever.
It's real.
Yeah, there's a lot of alleys and stuff in South
Yes,
Street
I
Seaport.
know. I've been
It's the
down there,
thrill.
especially sometime in the summer. They have a lot of concert down there. How the hell you
That's why
got
you
away
wear a
with
dress or
that?
a skirt.
I was in
You wear
front
a
of
dress or a
building.
skirt.
Only the security guard was watching, but we didn't stop.
Yeah, you just
Yo, see, listen, man, that place is crowded. Like you talking touring.
Very,
You know, Nikki, very
very.
crowded.
I love it. I've done it in the park.
I've done it on the beach. I've done it in the airplane.
Stop with the
No,
airplane.
I
I
haven't
hear
done that
people talk
one.
about this airplane stuff. How the hell two-person get
yeah.
inside without nobody
Listen,
seeing?
In the small
you
toilet.
can make your foot reach places that you never think you can reach, okay?
Huh? Yeah, but how the both of you get inside without nobody seeing ya? Everybody seeing who
People
going
love
to
to
the
look
toilet. I'm
up on
always
the toilet.
watching.
Then on the toilet. And then you come inside. And you come in.
Huh? Talk to me.
So what's the difference?
There's no way
You're up-
two-person could get in without nobody seeing. Because
People don't be
they
nosy.
have
They
the
mind their
toilets them in
business.
the middle of the friggin' aisle.
Listen, it's sipping their water and money their business.
Okay.
Drink
Okay.
some water in
Okay,
my
okay.
Exactly.
I got you. Teresa, talk to me. Morning? No. Evening, night, morning. Which is the best ride for you?
Morning.
O-
Good morning.
Okay, she loved the morning
again.
ride. All right. Did Jade answer?
Yes,
Oh
she said
yes,
Okay.
morning.
very
All right. My
morning.
final question, guys. My final question here. Final question. If your partner become erectile, if he have problem with his penis, he cannot make it up again, he cannot stand up and things like that, how would you handle that situation, now, ladies?
I'm gone.
Nikki say, oh God. When Nikki say, you're gone? Nikki say, I'm gone.
Oh, oh
Nick,
my
I like her
That's not
honesty. Nikki say,
nice.
I'm gone. The, hell yeah,
You're
it doesn't matter.
gone.
No,
20 years, girl. Keep it moving, right?
bad.
Nikki, she kept it
Because if he
real.
bad, because if he bad with the tongue, and he can't do that, and all that's all he had going for himself, I got to go.
Yep, I heard that. Teresa, talk to me. Teresa gonna say something different.
you
I
think that
know.
he couldn't get an erection and you know, he couldn't perform, I don't think I'd leave him. I think you know, there's other ways you can pleasure a person. Um, and who's to know that that's always going to be the way? Maybe it's just the thing where he's going through midlife crisis, like women do.
No, 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 no.
You
We're
know,
talking about
but I believe personally that
Teresa.
men go through the change like
Teresa,
women.
we're talking about he's dead.
Done.
You got a casket, a bodied
Like,
there with you now. Not
lifted.
half a work, not maybe it will work. It's not gonna work no more.
It limp.
Well, do you know what? I've spent so much time on my own without a man. I don't think I'd have a problem with it, truly, because I'd choose Black Day.
Okay.
If I love my man, I'm sticking by him. That's me.
Yeah.
That. You know,
Get him some pink pills.
yeah, you know,
But nothing doesn't
if he,
work.
you know, if it was a thing where
Huh?
he'd had an accident or that, what, you're going to leave him just because he's had an accident, he can't perform no more?
He can take
No.
her Black Dave and tie it around his waist and use it.
Oh
Good
God.
idea,
Oh,
Nikki. Good
Nikki, that's
idea.
not bad. Teresa, that's not bad because if he can't, then give him a strap on.
Yep. I
Yeah,
got
Of
something
course.
for you.
you could use a strapper.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Huh? You didn't get it?
If the dick doesn't work
No,
no
if your
more.
man, no,
Oh, you should.
if your man's
If
dick
you
Dick
falls
have
down
a
no
on
man
longer
yourself,
for
don't
many
leave him.
years and his dick not moving now,
it
what do
was
you do to
working.
handle? What would you do to handle that situation for yourself or for him? What would you do, Bev? And Bev, stop the texting. Let's go. Oh, so you froze there. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So we're not seeing you. That's why. Okay. Okay. No. So talk to me. So talk to
We
me.
can see you.
Mhm. 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 Okay. 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 You.
Well,
Mhm. Okay.
well, actually,
Mhm.
earlier, the guy I said I had to
Mhm.
have a the guy I said I had to have a
Mhm.
threesome. We had to introduce other
Mhm.
female other females. Well, he had actually an erection
Oh,
problem.
he did.
Yeah, it wasn't actually like his fantasy. So we're like
So
trying
see if you
out.
guys could have resurrected it.
Yeah, and it
It did.
resurrected. But
See?
yeah, it did not.
Oh,
Whatever
God,
you
yeah.
whatever you did worked.
You
No, no, no.
want the
It
dead.
would like if we're doing all
Like
this
it's
stuff
planning
like
to just have like random female
that we
Mm.
don't know. Yeah. So
Yeah.
well,
So well,
I I don't like the
I
fact that,
don't like the fact that, even though I was tolerating his
not working
mm,
engine,
engine,
he started cheating,
he
even though
started
I was
cheating,
also
even
even,
though I was also even,
open-minded about,
open-minded
sex
about,
life. He started
sex life.
cheating,
He started cheating
he
and
started being
he
paranoid
started
that
being
perhaps I
paranoid that
was
perhaps I was
sleeping with some other
sleeping with
people.
some
That's why I
other
was
people. That's
tolerating
why I
him,
was
and
tolerating
he would
him, and
stalk
he would
me,
stalk
drive
me,
behind
drive
me.
behind me.
So I had to
So
leave
I
because
had
yeah,
to
he was
leave because
cheating.
he was
Then after
cheating.
Wow.
Then after
I tolerated
I
all that,
tolerated all that,
which is, I mean, not
not
females can
many
tolerate a
females can
guy that
tolerate
he
a guy
doesn't
that
have an
he doesn't have
erection,
an
really.
erection, really.
So it's
So
actually
it's actually
it's the last degree
it's
of
the last degree
disrespect.
of disrespect.
Disrespecting a woman that's
Disrespecting a woman
tolerating
that's
you with
tolerating you
I
with
probably
the
yeah.
a
with
car that's
the a car that's
Oh, that's crazy. That's really crazy.
mm,
Wow. Nice.
Mm-mm-mm.
Next, Nikki talked. Oh, Nikki said that already. I'm trying to get where's Bev? I'm trying to get Bev C to get back in. Hold on. No, let me wait. I gotta bring her back into the room. Liz, talk to me. Talk to me, Liz. What would you do?
You can't. Well, I would
you
not
can't.
leave if I
Well, I
love
would
them,
not leave if I love them,
but I will try to
but I will try
find
to
find uh, uh how to fix the
Mm-hmm.
problem. Some people is medical, some people is because they have certain illnesses. And I know that because a lot of diabetic people
Yeah, yeah,
suffer for that.
definitely. Diabetes, yeah, is one of the big.
Sometimes, and blood pressure too, blood pressure problems could cause that. So sometimes the person doesn't know they have these problems, and that's why was
Mm.
giving them erectile dysfunction.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
Now,
and
And
guys
Fine,
here in
I'm
Africa,
saying.
hold on, here in Africa,
here in
like
Africa,
like
at, there's a certain
there's a
percentage
certain
of
percentage of
men that
men that
suffer from
suffer
erection
from
problems, and it's
erection
not
problems, and
actually
it's not
medical but
actually
some
medical but
voodoo,
some
eh?
voodoo, eh?
Like
Like
are you
Yeah,
serious?
that's true. Yeah,
Is that
That's
true?
real.
true.
Voodoo kid, do really?
Yes,
I
yes,
didn't even know that was real.
it's
yeah, that's
real here in
real.
Africa. Like
That
if
is
if your
real
man
too.
if your man is cheating, they have which
Which
doctors that
doctors
can
that
give
can
you
give you
some
some
stuff,
stuff,
to
to
give
give
him.
him. Oh my God.
If
It's
as soon
so
as he
addictive.
goes out of the house and he wants to do it with someone else, it
It
doesn't work.
doesn't
It
work. It
works
works
only
only
with
with
you.
What?
you.
You.
And
I
yeah,
never know that happens. I'm like,
Listen,
it
I'm
does
Maybe
from
happen
some
here
of
in
the
Africa.
things
Eh?
do.
Then witch doctors,
Witch doctors,
they cast a
they
spell and they
cast a
can make
spell
them
and they
come
can
back
make
to
them
you,
come back
and
to you,
only
and
you,
only
when
you,
they've cheated
when
on
they've
yeah.
cheated on you.
Yeah,
I'm a
and
Puerto Rican
if you
descent. I'm a African descent. Puerto Ricans are African descent. We do believe in not voodoo, whatever you want to call it,
oh
mm,
but not in. Some people do it for good. Some people do it for bad.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
They make
I've
them
been a lot. I've
wealthy.
been
If
to a
they
lot
have
of
such
places.
powers, why can't they make them wealthy?
thank you,
well, they
thank
Because
you.
do.
listen, a
No,
lot.
no,
Some
they
of them
The
do.
bullshit,
some
Some
of
of
them
them
bullshit.
do.
do.
But a lot of people don't do it for acting.
No, triple five.
A lot of people
Next
don't do
time you
acting
need to do a talk.
to be bad. Not all magic, whatever you call it, is not all bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been to places where it's like a church and people practice this. When I was a kid, I went to the mountains where they do this. They have parties for the saints and stuff. They're not doing it to do not bad for people. They're not
Yep.
doing it to be. Now, if you find somebody that does black magic, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Stay well
people
away
will do
from that boy.
to be
But it
wealthy and
says people still do use black magic.
Yeah, of
In
course.
Africa, yeah, it's big. In Africa, here, there's even like on our radio stations, there's actually programs that they follow these stories. It's actually real. The other time on Star FM, there was this family. It's a couple. They came with their son. Their son just keep getting some slaps from a person that he can't see. And it happened live
Mhm.
when we were watching live on Facebook. It happened like
Yeah, I saw
someone
that
comes
too.
and
Yep.
slaps this boy. Yeah. So these
They
things
do
they
all
do
the time.
happen.
No,
These
hold
things
on.
do happen. And men in Africa, there's a voodoo. There's a voodoo that a man could use on his woman. Like you go and sleep with her, then you stuck there until he comes there. And he's the
Wow.
only one who can let you live. Google those stories. They happen here in Africa.
No,
You go fuck someone's wife. You're not leaving. The minute you enter, you can't pull out your penis again. You get stuck inside until the guy comes.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Yeah, because we've seen the
listen to me.
videos.
Doc
Yeah.
Queen, explain this one that I've heard. The man, his wife is in Africa, and like he's in another country, and he flew.
And
He go back. His wife is pregnant. He goes back
He's
every
got
night
kids. I know
and
that's
has sex with her, and then go back. He flies
got
through the
kids.
air, whatever they say.
He flies in the carpet. He's got an aeroplane. I saw that guy from
Malawi,
Malawi.
and he haven't go back physically to Africa for how many years.
Yeah.
He's been having kids, and it's his kids.
He says I wake up. He says I work in he works in SA and every night he sleeps with his wife. He flies with his broom. He goes he goes
Is that real?
Yeah, he flies with his
Yeah.
broom, and he goes to South
real.
Africa.
You
Yeah.
tell us that story before. I remember. You tell us that
It's
before.
real.
I remember. Yeah.
Even you going meeting a prostitute
Oh.
and then like not paying her, you sleep with her and then you don't pay her. Then you go. If she won't fight you, sometimes she'll let you go. But you wake up, your penis is gone.
Wow.
Dope
Mhm.
Queen, tell
There's
them
a
about, tell them
it's
about, tell them about,
gone. It's playing like
Dope Queen,
you wake up, your dick is gone. You try to get help. They'll tell you there's a woman that just never paid.
Yeah, man.
girl, Dope Queen, tell them about my girlfriend. What's her name again?
Peggy.
Yeah, I got a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that's good.
My
That
girl-
is, I
my girl
love that
Peggy.
story.
Yeah, she even came out. If you Google her or stuff like that, she's up in there. A prostitute, a very beautiful prostitute in Zimbabwe. Look up the name Peggy. It will tell you in Google.
Yeah.
Peggy. No. They have to look up Peggy the ghost.
And you'll see it. She's a prostitute, died at an early age. Beautiful. She was still working the street for many nights after she died. Still working the street. Guys will go
Yeah,
and
because
sue
she was
her.
murdered by one of her
Guys
clients.
will go and sue
And then
her.
she came back to terrorize every guy that's going to try and buy some pussy.
Mm.
Damn.
You know how she died though?
How she died? You remember
How
how she
did she
died?
die? Did she die violently?
No, she was killed by a client. The
That's
client
why I love
murdered
that.
her. So she
Oh,
came
she
back.
came
She
back
was
to
she
settle.
came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came back to terrorize every other guy that he does this whole thing of buying prostitutes. So if you're unlucky, then you bump into her, you go with her, and then when you sleep with her, you just wake up, on top of a grave. Or you wake up on top of a grave, or you wake up with like a lot of your things missing, but you live and not with the address. That I've taken your things, I've gone, this is my address. And then you follow there, then you get there, you meet the fam. You get to the family and they'll be shocked why you are there. Then they'll tell you, no, but this person died like long time ago.
Oh,
Wow.
Follow Dope Queen. When Dope Queen get followed.
It's crazy. Guys,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey,
Oh my
I love her
gosh, we
story.
have 139 people in the room. Thank you guys. Listen to me. We did it. We came, we saw, we conquer. We have to end this. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely want to thank each and every individual who pay participation here. We have ladies all over the world. We have Jade on top of me. Jade is from Florida. We have Nikki also from Florida. We also have Teresa from the UK, London. We have Liz from
Tonya.
Brooklyn, originally Puerto Rico.
New York in
We
the
have Dope
house.
Queen from South Africa. We have Bev C from the UK and the host Triple Five from New York. It is a pleasure here. Listen,
Brooklyn.
take it easy. Thank you guys, definitely. And before you guys go, you have one thing to say to your fans and friends in the room. Go ahead, starting from Jade, and then I come now. Go ahead, Jade.
Thank you guys for listening and guys on the panel. It was fun. Triple, you know, it was great. Hope we'll do this soon again. And Tanya, you will be here, right?
Definitely.
You gotta be here for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because remember, for those who don't know, Dope Queen is also part of the Lion TV family, and she's also a conquering sign, conquering Lion family also. So, yep. So who else? Yeah, okay. Go ahead, no, Nikki.
Thank you, everybody. It was awesome being here again. Dope Queen, bless up, baby.
One love.
See y'all.
All right.
Thank you, babes. We'll see y'all
Yep.
soon. Thank you, everybody.
Lizzie, Puerto Rico. Whoa, Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Yo, talk.
thank you, everybody. I love y'all. Please be here next week or
Next
Next
month we do it
week.
next
once a month. Once a
Monday.
month.
Wait, one next month we'll be here if I wake up early again.
Oh, you gonna get up. You
No,
gonna get
I
up.
was up
You
No,
before.
coming with
listen.
me?
I called him before
Yeah,
he
she
called me this
definitely.
week.
Well, Liz, did you call me? I call you. Yeah,
No,
she
I
called me
called
early
you.
this morning. She was on.
I was ready and pumped.
And then I left her early.
Huh? Liz, I think
She
Liz
Oh,
had
called
that
me like
coffee
about
this
seven
morning.
o'clock or
Nikki,
so.
Nikki, I see you in Brooklyn. When you coming?
I was supposed to
You see
come
them with that
Thursday,
gang
but I didn't
sign,
come because my
guys.
mom
That's
is
the
up there now.
Brooklyn gang sign they
Probably
showing.
like next month.
No, that's the peace sign.
Oh, stop, guys. Hold on. Let me tell y'all something.
Be
Hold on,
peace.
Liz.
Don't
Liz.
let nobody mess with you. Don't sweat the little things. Make yourself happy.
Facts.
Don't sweat what other people think and say. Do what's good for you, and that's it.
Nice.
Facts.
Liz, Nikki, and Dope Queen, you gotta hear this.
Yes, love.
Jade, go to England. You know how we peace out? This mean
Yeah.
fuck
Mm-hmm.
you. But guess
So
what happened
what
now?
does this
So
mean?
no, look how funny and
What does
weird
that
this is. No,
mean?
if you switch it around, it's peace out. Like, how the hell this be peace out and this be fuck you?
So what is
Huh?
this?
Facts.
That
What is
that
this?
is they say, oh, that's up. You know, it doesn't consider like how
yeah,
we.
well, basically, they're
Yeah,
just
that
you to
mean yeah,
fuck off. Fuck
yeah,
off.
fuck off. Like this, they don't do like this. They do like this. Fuck off. Yeah, they do
They
like
do
this.
this?
Yeah,
Oh my
but I
god.
was with them Bevsy and Bevsy tell me Bevsy, I'll be
Yeah.
like peace up. Bevsy said, don't be doing that. You telling people to
Huh?
fuck off. I'm like, well, how this is fuck off?
Tú sabes que hay una guagua que te trae más rápido para acá de tu
Yeah, it's
casa. Dos
crazy.
guaguas.
All right,
Si se
Teresa, talk to me, baby.
te deja aquí en la esquina.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys. Thank you for having me.
Tú,
Um,
de tu
stay
casa, tienes
blessed.
que coger la...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yo lo tenía aquí.
No,
Who?
Teresa.
Haciendo
No,
algo.
they're listening to Liz. That's why. Go ahead, no, Teresa.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me. Stay blessed,
Leli
everyone.
después tiene
Enjoy
con
the rest
la
of your...
guagua.
Can you... First time lucky, eh?
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank you for having me. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Can't be good, be careful.
South Africa. Go ahead, love.
Okay, thank you guys for having me here. And
And
thank you
thank you
guys.
guys.
It's
It's
so
so
wonderful
wonderful
that
that
you
you
guys
guys
are.
are
I'm
I'm
part
part
of
of
the
the
Lion
Lion
TV
TV
family,
family,
and
and
don't
don't
be
be
upset
upset
if
if
sometimes I
sometimes I
don't
don't
come.
come.
It's
It's
not
not
because I
because I
don't
don't
want to
want to
be
be
here,
here,
but
but
sometimes I
sometimes I
just
just
have a
have a
lot
lot
going on
going
here
on
in
here in
Africa.
Africa.
Then I
Then
have
I
to,
have to,
attend to
attend to
that.
that.
But
But
it's
it's
always
always
a
a
beautiful
beautiful
thing,
thing,
getting to
getting to
be
be
with
with
all of
all
you
of you
here,
here
talking, you
talking, you
beautiful
beautiful
souls.
souls.
And I
And I
love
love
you
you
all,
all,
Bessie,
Bessie,
Love you too,
Nikki,
Nikki,
baby.
Liz,
Liz,
Teresa,
Teresa,
Jade.
Jade,
You
you
know,
know.
thank you
Thank you
guys.
guys.
And
And
I
I
wish we
wish we
could,
could,
have
have
these
these
talk
talk
shows
shows
every
every
week,
week
and we
and
can
we
come
can
up
come
with
up with
topics,
topics
and
and
it's
For
really
real.
nice
nice
because
because
it could be
it
a
could be a
way
way
of
of
us
us
learning
learning
about
about
each
each
other's
other's
cultures,
cultures,
what
what
happens,
happens,
where,
where,
like you
like
see,
you
I
see,
came
I
up with
came
the
up with the
stuff
stuff
about the
about the
Zoom. You
Zoom.
people
You people
didn't know
didn't
the
know the
stuff that
stuff that
happened
happened
here,
here,
and
and
it's
it's
stuff
stuff
that you
that you
won't
won't
get
get
to
to
see
see
on in the
in the
newspapers
newspapers
or
or
on
on
TV
TV
or
or
something.
something.
So
So
it
it
could be
could be
good,
good,
exchanging
exchanging
stories
stories
on
on
here.
Yam.
And
And
yeah,
yeah,
so
so
one
one
love
love
Lion
Lion
TV
TV
show
show
family.
family.
And
And
thank you,
thank you,
DJ
One love,
DJ
baby.
Triple
555,
Five,
for
for
being
being
patient
patient
with
with
my
my
crazy
crazy
self.
self.
Oh boy.
I'm so
I'm so
sorry
sorry
I
I
get to
get to
shout
shout
at
at
you
you
at
at
times,
times,
and
and
I'm a
I'm a
bit
bit
stubborn.
stubborn.
But
But
you are
you are
actually a
actually a
very
very
good
good
mentor
mentor
to
to
me,
me,
and
and
you're the
you're the
best thing
best
that
thing that
ever
ever
happened to
happened
my
to my
life.
life.
Oh,
Thank you. I
Thank you.
love
I love
you.
you.
Love you
For
too.
No, you're just a
Love you
strong
too.
woman. That's
Thank
all,
you.
baby.
Thank you. Oh yeah, me and Dopey, we go hard. We go hard. Bevsy, Bevsy. I can't forget one time, man, we were discussing business. Bevsy, Bevsy, Bevsy said, "Hey Corey, stop this fucking noise here and stop cussing. I'm this fucking sick and tired of this fucking shit." And we turn around, we looking at Bev.
Yeah,
We
all
looking at
right.
Bev like,
Arguing like I don't know what. Can go do.
That's just not a little sister
But
right there.
hey, let me
Shadow.
say my
"Go
piece
ahead,
then.
love."
Yeah. Everybody in the chat room, thanks for joining in and putting your input in. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did. Um, Liz, Tanya, Jade, Teresa, Nikki, thanks again. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this.
You're welcome, baby.
So once at 555, you're the best of the best. And without you,
And
we're
without
nothing.
you guys,
For
without
real.
you
Guys,
guys, I'm nothing.
Tanya,
Thank y'all.
yeah.
you
No,
guys
that's true.
And when are we
True.
having the Zoom
Without you,
parties? I miss
we cannot
the
do
lingerie
this.
one, the lingerie Zoom party.
That is
Oh,
not
you're
true.
talking about the Zoom thing. You know what happened? I had to
Yeah.
cancel the Zoom account because the Zoom is very
Yeah, the Zoom
expensive.
is not.
It's hundreds of dollars I had to
Yeah.
pay.
Okay.
It's very expensive. And then I'm doing the Zoom and we only have like 5 person and nobody want to participate that much. And so it really got to me. So I just canceled the Zoom account. But I used to love the Zoom thing.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
it
it's
first came out, it was very good because you used to get all the people, and then all of a sudden people was just coming in, and that was it. They didn't want to really participate in anything that
I
was
was
going
with
on.
them a
yeah.
lot.
And did you
Sorry.
guys
We
see?
have
Yeah,
Did you guys
but
see?
that's
we have
the
the
way it
party on
goes.
Skype.
And then something new comes along, and so we explore that. Um,
Can we
and
have
that's
it
just
on
the way
Skype?
it goes. But Tanya,
Yes,
thanks. It was
Liz. What
good
do you
to
say,
have you
Liz?
back.
Thank
Good.
you.
Can you have it on
No,
Skype?
no. We used to have it on Zoom, the Zoom party. Like,
I know, but can you do it
uh,
on
uh,
Skype?
I'd have to check and see because if it's possible, then yeah, you never know. No. You can't do. You
And
can't do it on
guys,
Skype.
there's something I also seen. There's something I also seen some other people doing. Like, did you know that on Instagram, like you can like create a whole group. You can fill up like this whole window will be full of like 20 or 30 people.
Yeah,
Oh, you see,
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Mhm.
The
No,
Instagram thing. I don't really go Instagram. You know. Yeah. It's
no, no,
It's
no.
but then I don't know if
It's not only that we don't we don't like to do other things what people are doing. As you know, we come with something that people have never done before, and so we want to explore something new all the time. You get where I'm coming from?
yeah.
because you have a lot of guys right
Yeah,
now, especially on Twitch. A lot of DJs on Twitch. But the thing is, if
yeah.
you yeah, a lot of
Mhm. My
DJs,
cousin.
hundred of DJ. But the thing is, with
Triple
Twitch,
five.
they can't put their DJ set whatever they play. It can't stay up there because Twitch will come back and block them. So
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yes,
Triple
somebody
five.
call me.
Hang on. Phyllis keeps
What?
asking this question, and she's asked me numerous times. Can you put on text sub while you're on
No,
this?
they don't have that. No, they don't have. They don't. She calling the
No,
subtitle,
Phyllis, they can't.
the caption,
Yeah,
caption. They
yeah,
don't do the
yeah,
caption.
yeah, yeah. No,
Mm-mm.
they don't do
Only
it, Phyllis.
Facebook,
Sorry.
doing the caption thing.
en
Yeah.
la pared, en el hall,
Alrighty.
ahí
Love you
abajo,
guys. Thank
donde
you.
Okay, love you
Thank
guys.
you.
God bless.
All the
Enjoy your
best.
rest
Bye
of
Bye.
the
everybody.
Sunday.
Bye.
We out of here.
Adiós,
Bye.
One
amigos.
love.
Bye.
pero
Okay.
cuando yo estoy en el cuarto, yo entro.
I never know.